Hello, and welcome to Roll Together. I'm Sean, he, him, your games master for tonight's tale, and I'll be guiding our brave band of heroes through the unknown. Our quarrelsome quartet is bound for Conyberry, a town shrouded in whispers and unease. Merchants and traders have vanished along the trail, drawn to Conyberry but never seen leaving. What secrets lie in wait? What force holds them there? And most importantly, will our adventurers make it out unscathed? Before we unravel the mystery, let's meet the players. So please introduce yourselves, your name, pronouns, your character's name and pronouns, and a quick glimpse into what they've been up to before today's event. And I think I'm going to choose Josh.
Hello, my name is Josh. I use he, him pronouns. I shall be playing Jakarth Sirian, who also uses he, him pronouns. I am going for the most played character on a Roll Together stream by bringing Jakarth back. I'm going for it. Wiki, please update. Jakarth, since was last seen in Soul Survivors, and since then has come to Waterdeep for a couple of reasons. The first one was to check on his family's affairs and things, come and see his mother and father's grave. The second thing was he was supposed to pick up his cousin Zana from here. She'd come down here to see her family, and Jakar said, well, I'll be along in a little bit, wait for me, please, and we'll travel back to Neverwinter together. He got here, couldn't find her anywhere, but bumped into these lovely people instead, so he's travelling back with them. Well, he's a bit grouchy because he can't find his cousin.
Thank you very much. So after Josh, Evie, please could you go next?
I am Evie, I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing the icon herself, the ex-princess Tine Vandermeer, who has last appeared in Huxley's bookshop, in which she was promoting her memoir, The Dragon Within, bestseller, and got kind of taken into a whole God of Stories kind of deal with Alaric, which was Jakarth's father, who is now deceased. At the time, she was quite pissy because she had been passed over and ignored by the shepherds. Now, she is on a book tour promoting the sequel memoir, The Dragon Without, which details her journey to being okay with not being a princess anymore, and yet still being a princess in her truest of hearts. And is now just very pissy because there was a big world-altering event that she was yet again looked over for, despite being a very powerful and very famous sorcerer. Whether you think it was fire or ice that she's known for, powerful, there are taverns named after her, and still, nobody gave her the call. Ridiculous.
Yeah, moving swiftly on. No pointing fingers here. Nick.
Hello, I'm Nick. I use he, him pronouns, and this evening I am playing Theodoric Barkan, who also uses he, him pronouns, more affectionately known as Theo. Theo has not been seen around these parts for some time because he was whisked away to another realm for a while, quite a while, had to do some deeds over there. Best not talk about it, really. But upon returning, has been trying to find his brothers. He is the middle of three, and they are the Barkan. They are a merchant group, and the brothers have been setting up shops in Faerun since he has left, and he is jumping back in to aid them where he can. But also, he's a warlock, so he has a patron, and that patron likes to tell him to do things. And Kellum, his patron, has sent him off on this mission just as he's trying to get things sorted. So whilst he is here, trying to help and do his very best, and having met these wonderful people, and also just discovered Tine, and being a merchant, is now trying to work out a good contract where they can organise some sort of book deal that can be best for Barkan, and for Tine, and it's a whole logistical nightmare, but we're getting there.
Excellent. And last but by no means least, Talia.
Hi, I'm Talia, she, her. I'm playing Faerûn, he, they, the singular entity upon the multiverse, hanging out with the gate crashers. Look, everyone's been hanging out and looking at Neverwinter, and I've been running a one-person HR union department, and I've got. If a warlock has a patron, what's the name of the patroness? Maybe. It's complicated. Look, I'm here because I am bored and I want to avoid responsibility and have fun. And everyone's there going, look, big things are happening. The gods are feeling weird. Stuff is happening and it's strange. And I'm like going, well, I could do it, but then I wouldn't be me and that would be boring. And I want to have adventures. So I found these 3 really interesting people and they look like they're going somewhere and doing a thing. So I'm now on the top of their carriage and I knock on the window, leaning over going, hello,
Well, yeah.
can I come and join?
Oh, wow. This feels like a moment that we need to hear from our sponsors. No, I'm joking. Sorry, I didn't do that one for Sean. Go, sorry. I was going to do that in character.
Also, don't do that. You also see it knocking at the window, a small, medium-sized squirrel with a rapier and a top hat. His name is Chippy. Hear him, also waving.
Seen weirder things.
Haven't we all? Well, thank you all for being here. And before we dive in, let's hear from our fantastic sponsors and supporters who help make all of our shows possible.
We are proud to be sponsored by Phoenix Dice. You can go to phoenixdice.com to get yourself some clickety-clack Rathrocks, including some limited edition Roll Together dice, which I have right here. And if you use the code Roll Together, all caps, at checkout, you can get yourself 25% off of your purchase. We are also proud to be supported by Idle Champions of Forgotten Realms. If you type in exclamation point code into chat right now, you'll get yourself a code for a free Electrum chest, which you can use to get items to power up your heroes as you collect them and battle through waves of monsters for free on various different devices, including fridges and freezers and microwaves, if you have the smart kind. We are also proud to be supported by Homie&theDude. They are a TTRPG group that make various different supplement books, not just for D&D, but for all kinds of different types of TTRPGs. They've got The Wandering Tavern and Scorched Basin, and if you want to check them out, you can follow the links in the chat or in the description below, and you can see if they have any other Kickstarters going on at this point. And if you're interested in buying any of their stuff, if you type in Roll Together, all caps at checkout, you can get 10% off of your purchase. Massive thank you to the D20 Club Dice Heads and other tiers on Patreon. They are fantastic. They are the best. You can join them from as little as one of your local currency per month, or one goat, which must be sent to Roll Together HQ because the kobolds need the goat, by following all of the links in chat or in the description below. Speaking of the description below, if you are watching us on YouTube, please do consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and commenting down below because it helps the algorithm tell us what you like so we know what to make more of for you.
Tonight's tale begins aboard a well-appointed stagecoach, rolling steadily along the famed Triboar trail. Your destination, Conyberry, a small, sleepy town nestled in the heart of the frontier. You travel in the care of Govindar Hairbeard, a shrewd and seasoned dwarven caravaner who prides himself on offering the most comfortable journey coin can buy. His travelling company is a marvel. Passengers rest in luxury while Govindar and his trusty gnomish assistant Smungo Nunafer take turns at the reins, ensuring that you reach each stop without the dangers of camping under the open sky. Your peaceful slumber is interrupted by a sudden jolt. A deep rut in the road lurches the coach, stirring you awake. As your senses adjust, you hear the melodic trill of morning birdsong mingling with the rustling of wind through thick woodland, and beyond it, the bustling sounds of daily life. Chatter, clinking tools, the distant ringing of a bell. A moment later, the curtains at the front of the coach part, and Gavindar's grizzled yet cheery face appears. "Okay, campers, rise and shine. We've made it to Conyberry, just in time for some sort of festival. Looks like we picked the right day to arrive." With a wink and a chuckle, he vanishes back to the front, and above you, the steady thud of boots on wood signals he and his assistant are already unloading your luggage from the roof rack. As you step out into the warm midday sun, the town of Conyberry is yours to explore.
Wow. Okay. Don't normally stop here on the way, but it'd be nice to... Don't normally go this way, but it'd be nice to have a little look around.
Indeed. Garth, would you be a dear and get my bags for me? There's a good lad.
Yep, I can definitely do that. I don't know when I agreed to be a valet, but I will definitely do that, and I will hop off and grab the bags. I don't carry bags with me. I just have a little pack that I carry. But yeah, I'll pick up. Why is there so much?
There are literal trunks.
You got all of your stock of books with you.
All of them. Yeah. Someone's got to take them. And my ghostwriter, Mervyn Merrybarrel, or whatever the fuck his name is, refused to give me a bag of holding to cart around the books. For some reason, I'm doing this myself. He called it a book tour, like good to get myself out there, but would have thought the name would have been appeal enough.
Appeal.
Whoa.
Excuse me, horned fellow, what do you know about the publishing industry, or the adventuring industry for that matter?
I know adventuring. I do not know what's a publish.
Can you read?
Common is not my first language, but I have learnt decent.
Have you heard the tale of the Frozen Five?
Yes, it's in the records.
I am the princess from the Frozen Five.
I knew. Oh, you're on the board with a little star by your name. Oh, hi.
Yes, hello. Pleasure to meet you, Tine Bunderman.
I'm just going to shake it really vigorously.
Oh, that's a lot of enthusiasm. Okay, I have to take that back.
My name is Karen. Hello. Thank you for letting me be with you. You said that Conyberry is ours to explore, so we should explore.
Absolutely, and a pleasure to meet you as well. Do we have anything in particular that anyone wants to do while we're here?
Conyberry is ours to explore.
All right, then. Well, I guess we go into town and we find something to do.
As this conversation and the vigorous handshaking's happening, Jakarta sort of moves out of view, trying to avoid the awkward conversation with Faerun because they've met before in the Bone Zone.
Hey, I remember you. Do you remember me?
Yeah, damn it. Yep, I remember you. Yeah, we met briefly. Yeah.
Oh, you're funny. You okay? Do you still remember everything?
Yes.
Remember everything?
Yes, it was an awkward experience. One that I'd soon rather forget.
Why would you forget it? It was fun.
There's a voice
How's
in my head that
Poppy
won't let me
doing?
forget it.
Poppy!
Puppy's not here, unfortunately. Puppy's back up in Neverwinter with a friend of mine. Not a lot of people take too kindly to a large direwolf / werewolf type creature, so...
Oh, that is a shame. I do like the animals, they're quite nice. If you're looking for an animal friend, hold on, and I'll open up my long flowing robe, and out will pop a little owl who'll fly up and land on my shoulder. Oh. This is Richard. Richard is my familiar. He tends to go around with me, but he was dozing. Somehow managed to not wake up due to the large jolt in the road that we had on the way in.
That looks really nice. I mean, there's also the fact that my subclass doesn't allow for me to take a large pet with me, so otherwise I would. Oh. If I was that, I could.
Now I just feel left out. Give me a second, and I start making kind of arcane hand movements. Little burning threads appear between my fingers as I summon a draconic spirit.
Oh my gosh, you're wonderful.
Wow. No, I feel left out. I don't have a familiar with me.
Well, more fool you.
I can't even cast one. I'm gonna pick up some stick and some mud, and I'm gonna druid craft like a little leaf man and stick that on my shoulder. It's just like a snowman but made out of leaves.
Pseudo Reginald Jr.
This is Chippy. Chippy is kind of like appears on my shoulder. Chippy is my squirrel friend.
Hello, Chippy.
Squeakum squeakity.
I mean, sometimes he talks, but sometimes he just feels like pissy and doesn't want to.
It's a pleasure to see you again, Chippy. It's nice to see that you have a hat and a rapier now. That looks good. Anyway, I feel like there's plot around somewhere that we might need to explore.
Gardening fun.
I'm going to have to call the builders in if you keep breaking the fourth wall.
I'm sorry.
That's
I'm
Kate's
sorry,
whole thing.
Mr. DM. I'll try my best, but I can't help it.
Has anybody noticed the names of these places around here? There seems to be like that one over there. Looks are we right where the market stall area is, where the well and all that is on the map that Sean's provided?
So yes, I have provided a map, and maybe if we're lucky and talk nicely to the editor kobolds, we might get a map for you all as well. So you've come in from the northwest, so from kind of Fandalin direction, and yeah, the coach would have stopped outside the or as close to outside the Innumerable Lambs, which seems to be a large inn, and that's where they're kind of unloading the baggage for those of you who might want to stay over. And you can see that there's a whole lot of market stalls lining the road in front of you. There's kind of just about enough that you could get a coach through between the stalls lining either side of the road, but because of kind of people here and there, it would take a lot of time to kind of get around that area. But yeah, you can see that a number of the shops do have signage indicating their kind of name. So you can see Woolworthy, seems to be a general store quite near to you, and at this end of the town, the western end of the town, you can see a tavern called the Wolf's Whistle. Everything else is kind of maybe a little bit further off, and you can go closer to whatever you'd like.
Do I know of a place that is supposed to be having a book event?
You do. No roll required because you do. You would know that there is a traveling merchant that you've been kind of told had been heading to Conyberry who would try to sell your books for you, who's set up one of the market stalls, so a more kind of temporary location. But you would be looking for checks, notes, scrolls. Yes, so you would know that there was a merchant that you had been sent here to meet, who was going to be able to sell some of your books for you, like, you know, buy some stock at cost and then decide on the markup for themselves. You are looking for Beckett Shalaboon. Beckett Shalaboon. I will, by the way, send you all of these names at some point because they're all anagrams.
It would explain nothing
Okay.
else.
Yeah, you'd be aware that you're looking for a male halfling, sort of in his sort of mid-50s, who is a bookseller.
Okay, cool. I grab the nearest person and just say, "Excuse me, I'm looking for Beckett Shalaboon. Have you seen him around?"
So the person that you grab, they seem to have been like a street performer, just kind of doing some like juggling and general kind of tricks for a crowd. But they had just sort of finished and were inspecting any money that might have been thrown to them. And so they are a female half-elf, looks to be kind of not quite in adulthood at this point, but slender and nimble with sun-kissed skin, short-cropped black hair, and a bit of a mischievous kind of cheeky demeanor. Has kind of patchwork clothing, indicating maybe slightly harder up. But yeah, she says, well, you know, I think that possibly that might be one of the market sellers. We've not had the sellers in town for long, so it's not one of the locals, I can tell you that.
No, I didn't think so. Well, thank you very much for the waste of time this has been. Have a good performance day. And walk away.
Mm-hmm.
Saunter, rather. Kind of motion to Jakarth and to Theo, and I guess to Kieran as well.
Kieran pats the street performer and gives them guidance. You're doing really well. Is your name also an anagram?
I don't know what you mean. What's everyone's passive perception? I missed that.
18.
Sorry, I said it in too high a pitch. 12.
12,
11.
11,
22.
22, and
18, not quite 22.
I'm disgusted with you, Josh. Disgusted.
I see how this is going to play out.
I see everything. I see how it's going to play out as well.
Mm-hmm. You come back to me for the finer details. I'll have words with you later.
so with the 11 and 12, you can kind of see up and down the street, and it's not like Waterdeep or Neverwinter busy, but it's got a few kind of townsfolk wandering around, and you can kind of see some of the stalls up and down. The nearest one to you seems to be a handicrafts store. There's a kind of older woman vending that one. You can see that there's like a watchmaker, herbalist, someone else who seems to be selling textiles, and then you do spot a little bit further down. You can see where the bookseller, piles of books stacked on this stall, so you can see where to go. Jakarth and Faerun, as Tine finished talking with the performer, you did notice her lift Tine's coin purse.
Temptation to not say it is so strong. But then I don't get paid, so I will mention it.
There is a pseudo dragon on my back as well. There's two very, very angry forces in front of you.
What are their passive perceptions?
Yeah.
My pseudo dragon's passive perception is actually only 12.
Keep holding the girl's hand. Are you okay? Are you starving for money? Do you need some? Because you don't have to go and take it from other people. We can go and give you food or rations, or we could pay you for your time. Do you need support? We're happy to help.
Also, very brave of you to decide to take the coin. I say this so Tina doesn't hear. You're very brave to take it off of the coins off of somebody who has a rather large draconic spirit familiar following them around.
She doesn't really know what to say because she's not really been called out on it before. No, I'm doing all right. I spend what I've got and then I carry on.
Hold my hand out.
Passes it back to Jakarth.
Thank you very much.
You need to think about like a different line of work. If you want some entertainment, maybe you could go and like, what could you do for stealing that's proactive? Steal from I was going to say steal from grumpy people, but Tina's grumpy, so don't do that. I mean, she's lovely, but she's a bit. Steal from. Don't do that. Be proactive. Be supportive in the community. Every single person is a pillar on which the people around them stand. And if you are doing something silly that gets you in trouble, how can you support the fellow man, let alone yourself?
And we're rangers, so really we should be saying steal from the rich and give to the poor.
Tell you what, from tomorrow, I'm going to turn over a new leaf. And she smirks and turns on her heel and leaves.
It can't just be a little leaf. Do the metaphorical thing. I know about metaphors now.
I don't believe that for a second, but at least we've got the coin pouch back. And as I go to catch up with Tina, I just look down where the wolf's whistle is, and I see a building called the Soul Survivor. I cock my eyebrow at it. Oh, nice. And carry on walking.
Yes, you do indeed see the Soul Survivor. From the look of it, it's more like a kind of fishmonger's that's been set up right on the side of the lake. I will just, as you are the one who kind of picked out of it, what's your passive history modifier?
Passive history, not very
Just add
good.
your history to 10.
It's just 10.
It is just 10. I would say that you've got the average person's kind of knowledge of history. You don't recall seeing a kind of river on the map around here, and you look around to see if you can spot where this might come from. It's not unusual. Like there's mountains around, and you often get kind of springs come down. But on this side of the mountain range, it'd be strange. They should be going towards the sea. But you look around, and then you spy a kind of waterfall in the middle of the lake, and then you follow your eyes up, and you can see that the water seems to be spewing forth from an earth moat, which, those of you who don't know, is a floating mass of land that's separated from the mainland at some point during the spell plague. There is one in Neverwinter, which the Moonstone Mask is situated upon, but this one seems to be just a kind of nature reserve almost, and it just has water coming from it. Yes, Evie.
Question. Did the spell plague happen before or after I got frozen in time?
I think
Happened after. It's only like 200 years ago or something like that, wasn't it? The spell plague.
And I think it was 2,000 years that I was frozen.
It was either 2,000 or 1,000. I can't remember.
I think it was 2, just because I remember it being like, oh, it's not a normal number.
Actually, looking at it, the spell plague was about 100 years. So recent enough, but you've still got these kind of floating islands. This one seems to be fairly stationary. Some of them float around if untethered, but this one's seems happy where it is.
I wonder if that came out of the lake itself and filled up with water since then. So there's like a really deep point in the lake where that bit of land came out. I say to myself as I turn around to catch up with everyone.
Maybe.
Well,
I'm just making sounds. Don't mind me. Carry on with the story.
I will carry. So, where would you like to go? You have your, presumably to the bookseller.
Yes, as long as Jakarth is carrying my stock.
Hang on. I'll run back and go get it because I wandered off without it. Hang on. Got it.
You can't get the help these days.
If I had the gold, I would buy you a bag of holding. In fact, you should have the gold to buy yourself a bag of holding, surely.
I would
sell bags of
assume
holding.
you have a bag of holding.
No, I sell them, but that's in the store and I'm not there. If you'd mentioned this before we left, I probably could have got you one, but here we are.
The DM said we could only have 2 items. I have a limited capacity to carry, thanks to the almighty DM.
Why is it when Kieran's around, we all get this power to break the fourth wall?
It's impressive. I've never thought this before.
At this point, you've not just broken it; you've put in a patio, and you're just sat outside in the audience.
And it is
Does anyone want
day.
drinks? How about drinks with umbrellas?
Oh.
So you approach the market stall, which has been set up with all of the books. They're kind of they've stacked books up in tall piles and kind of placed their sign on top rather than kind of nailing it down anywhere, which does kind of mean that every so often someone tries to take a book out of it and then the sign kind of goes skew-if and someone has to then take one from the other side to balance it out. But the sign simply says Beckett Shalaboon. You can see that they are... So this person staffing the stall is halfling, as aforementioned, short, even for halflings, with curly brown hair, dark skin, round spectacles, and ink-stained fingers. They are wearing a patchwork vest with tiny pockets and a satchel that seems to be stuffed with books. This satchel seems to have a lot more books in it than a person of Beckett's stature should be able to carry. Hello, hello. Welcome to Beckett Shellaboon's books. Can I help you?
Yes, I assume you're expecting me. You should have had word, Tine Vandermeer.
Oh, yes, Miss Vandermeer. Yes, no,
Ex-princess, please.
I wasn't aware that was an honorific.
Yes, also sir, because I am a knight as well.
Would you prefer Sir Princess Tine Vandermeer or Princess Sir Tine Vandermeer?
Sir ex-princess Tine Vandermeer, please.
Ex-princess. So wouldn't it be easier to just not use the honorific at all? You know what? We're getting
No,
off
people
topic.
have to know that I used to be a princess. The details are all in my new book.
I'm sure that they are. I'm looking forward to reading it myself. It's been a while since
Yes.
I've got any new inventory, actually. Basically, no, I
Well-
talked about that.
Good news for you, you now have loads of new inventory from a best-selling memoirist and icon. Legendary figure, even.
Exciting. How many books can I take off your hand?
Let's see, how many do I have?
All of them, please.
But 5, shall we say, because I need to keep giving those out to people I meet along the way.
Okay, 5. Yeah, if that's all you want to
No,
shift
all
me out.
but 5. We're talking like 195.
That's possibly a few more than I was expecting to take off your hands. I was thinking more like 50.
Well, I mean, they basically sell themselves. My pseudo-dragon is just going to kind of look menacingly at the halfling.
Are you hooking for an intimidation roll?
Anyway,
Okay.
I've worked with many halflings. This tends to work.
Roll your intimidation.
Guidance if you want it.
Hmm?
Guidance if she wants it.
It's guidance AD4, yeah? So that is a 30.
30. I mean, I suppose it'll. Yeah, I suppose that'll be fine. Sure. We'll kind of produce their ledger and marks down outgoings for 195 copies of your book. You can remove the 5 from the bag. Do you literally just kind of dump the bag out so you can keep it as well?
Yep. Just, I'm keeping the trunks.
Well, once the books get put out, I feel quite bad. So I'm going to cast Mage Hand and repeatedly just try and stack them as neatly as possible in a good way with Mage Hand, just to help slightly, ever so slightly.
Sorry, he seems a little bit confused as he's kind of placing books, and then books appear in a pile. He's kind of piling them up either side of the stall,
Now, if it makes you feel a bit better about selling them, I'm happy to sign some, should you desire, or to even do a reading.
if you want to, sure. You just got here today, yeah?
Yes, about 5 minutes ago.
Your first time in town.
I mean, in this era of time, yes, sure.
That's an interesting way of phrasing it. Okay, sure.
Well, this used to be my kingdom. I used to own it. So, but not anymore. Now, democracy and all that. But
Of course. Whatever you can find it in your heart to do is fine.
it doesn't sound like you actually want me here. So I'm just going to leave you with my books. I
Sure.
know when I'm not wanted. Many people who do want me.
Tine, look, why don't we just sign a few, and that way he can lay them out and have them on show, and then they'll go flying in no time. And look, if you do that, you'll get the numbers going, and then we can easily discuss the contract to sell more in my shops.
Oh, I do
Yes.
have more back in Waterdeep that I can sell you once our contract is completed. But yes, that's a good point. It's very managerial of you. I'm the talent. I don't tend to think of these things. So I'll sign a few for you.
There we go. I'm just gonna kind of like give him a little wink and be like, "It's best just to go with these things." A mouth. It's best just to go with these things.
Yeah, no problem. as you kind of walk away from the stall, you notice a townsperson wearing kind of a simple peasant gown in kind of blues and whites comes up, and he's like, "Can I give you a recommendation?" "Oh no, I'd like this one. This is my favorite. You read that same book or every fine." That's all you catch of that conversation.
I'm sure they'll read it. I'm sure they'll read the book. It's a very good book. You're very good at writing.
Yes, this one I wrote without the help of my treacherous ghostwriter, so I think it's even better than the first.
I did enjoy the first one, I will admit.
Good. Wait, what did you enjoy about it?
The bit where you said that thing about the thing?
There were many bits where I said the thing about the thing. Did you actually read it, or are you just, being a sycophant?
No, I actually did read it. It's just that Josh can't think of anything off the top of his head really smart to say about it at the minute.
I can remember. So there were the kids in the gatekeepers and some of the trainees, and they were doing like some fun play stuff. So they'd read the book because your names was not. They weren't supposed to read the book because they're not advanced enough to read the book yet. But your face is up there. I remember the face with all the stars of it. So they read the book and then they did a dramatic retelling, and it was like, it might not be, but I am the magic princess and I am amazing and I will save my companions. And it was all whole thing. It was like fire powers.
Glad to know I'm an inspiration to the youth.
And then they made a mess and they got told off, and then I had to go tell the people telling them off because but it was fun.
Corrupting the youth as well. Ooh, I like it.
Quick question, just for my own satisfaction: has Tina read the book as it was ghostwritten?
Yeah. Well, read as in, the first one dictated it. So she knows what she told Mervyn to put in, but I feel like it was revealed to her relatively recently that Mervyn had tweaked some key details, hence their falling out. And the second book being completely written by Tina, with lots of spelling mistakes, lots of rants where she just repeats herself over and over again. She thinks it's really philosophical and deep, but it's like it's written by a 15-year-old fan fiction of themselves.
And now I know what I have bought 195 copies of.
My comment's not good enough to read the sequel. It's very confusing.
There will be a threequel though. Somehow.
Shall we go get a drink or something?
Oh, yes, please.
I want to know what the fun thing is.
Yes, a drink, please. Sounds wonderful. Let's go and do that.
From this side of the town, because you walked through all of the market stalls to the other end to get to where the bookseller was, you can see that the nearest tavern is on the other side of the town, on the eastern side of the town, the Shepherd's New Clothes. Which, are you going to go to that one or head back to the first one that you saw? What's the vibe?
I think we should head back to the first one. The Shepherds rejected me. I've got a little bit of beef with them. I know it's not affiliated, but all the same.
Did you want to play with... What? You just don't seem perfectly suited to being a farmer.
Oh no, the adventuring association called the Shepherds. I agree, it's a bit of a strange name, but they're quite well known.
Oh yeah, they're annoying. They're very smart and
bit.
I've never played with them. I should play with them sometime. It would be fun.
Okay, so you head back through all of the market stalls, and you go to the first tavern, the Wolf's Whistle, and as you enter, similar to the streets, there's kind of people around. It's kind of a late afternoon, so most people have finished eating up, and they're kind of potentially thinking about dinner. Some of them, if they didn't have a late lunch. You can see that the tavern keep is a female halfling, appears to be kind of late 60s, She's short and plump with curly brown hair, is wearing an apron, and at the moment seems to be gesturing with a wooden spoon, almost as though it was a scepter. She as you kind of get closer to the bar, she's welcomes you in. Just welcome, my loves. What can I get you? Are you interested in our Conyberry White, the official Conyberry wine?
Oh, well, now you're talking. Wine, wonderful. Yes, four. Wine, white, everyone? Yes, wine? Perfect.
Yeah, okay, why not?
Wonderful. 4. Go on, thank you.
An umbrella.
She pours out four wines. You can see that this wine is almost clear, but has a kind of greenish hue to it. When you take a sip, it is very bitter and sour, with kind of salty undertones.
Faerun, why is your arm in the air?
I would like a second straw, please.
Ooh,
Right, you are, my love.
me too.
Gets a couple of extra straws.
And straw makes it fancier.
I'm sharing the wine with Chippy.
That is a most interesting flavor. You create this here? You distill this here?
Oh, that we do. We mix in citrus fruits for that kind of that extra bit of tang to it. We get all of our grapes from the local orchard, actually. Not orchard, vineyard. That's vineyard, which is run by a lovely person. Checks notes. Whiskey, Healy, and Shameshunt. Oh, you know what? He didn't even introduce myself. Fancy that. I am Rendira Hedgebutter. Glad to meet your acquaintance.
And glad to meet yours, Rendira.
Is your name also in
I don't know what you mean.
Sorry, I was just asking a question. You can carry on, dear.
Yeah, no. We each of us, myself and checks notes. Scott Hellash. We each buy our grapes from the vineyard, and we each make our own wines. Mine's the Conyberry White, and Scott's is the Conyberry Red. Mine's the best, obviously. Enjoy, but please. Goes off to kind of serve some other people.
Does anybody else think this wine is terrible, or is it just me?
Very bitter.
Honestly, if you tried the mead we had 2,000 years ago, this would taste like ambrosia. By modern standards, swill, but not the worst I've had.
Well,
Adding a little vial of just some random thing from a pouch into the wine. I don't know what this does. Oh, nothing. Boring.
Do you think a
because
health
that was
potion
water.
would...
It was on a kid's bedside table in an apocalypse, and it said drugs, and it doesn't. I don't think it is.
Question. What do health potions taste like?
Interesting. I would bounce that back to you and say that it very much depends on where you buy them from, and probably different clerics, different healers and druids brew them differently. So if you went to somewhere in Waterdeep, my knowledge of Waterdeep is probably not good enough to answer this question. I'm going to say that there's a lot of people coming through Waterdeep, so they get a lot of exotic herbs and spices and ingredients. So they have lots of kind of quite floral elements coming in, so like lots of elderflower, rose petal, that sort of thing, and they kind of mix those in to flavour theirs.
Okay. So the mine's probably quite nice, like almost like a lemonade, like a bit citrusy. So I'm just going to uncork it, pop a drop into my drink, and see if that makes a difference for the taste.
Okay. It's quite a small vial of healing potion because you've got to drink it in 6 seconds. I would say it improves it, but you can't help but feel like it's made the healing potion just a little bit worse. Though it still works. Were you missing any HP?
No, I don't intend to be. It was just here for a festival.
You see. Speaking of, what is everybody's... actually, no. Please, everybody make a history roll for me.
It's going to be really bad. That was really bad.
Go on then.
21.
Sorry? 21?
21. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I heard you.
16.
16. 7.
Oh, I beat you, Talia. 6.
6,
Yeah.
7. Cool. I think that Jakarth and Faerun haven't quite picked it up yet. You know, there's a market in place. There's all sorts of reasons to be having a market. Like, why would you necessarily have anything particularly? You don't need a special reason for a market. Theo and Tine, however, you think back and you're aware that currently it is Marpanoth III, which in kind of real world terms is sort of Octoberish, so sort of harvest time. But this particular day, not really the right sort of time frame for like harvest festivals so much. So yeah, you're not sure why today. Also, you saw a lot of symbology, like banners around that seemed to be indicating that it was a Joaquinite festival. Joaquin being the god of merchants and traders, etc. But the Joaquin seems to have quite a few days, but not today, as far as you're aware.
I say, Theo,
Hmm?
you are a learned person. Am I right?
Very astute. Yes, I am.
You are a merchant, yes?
Correct. Yes. Whole family of them.
Strike you as odd that there is a mercantile festival today.
I mean, the short answer, yes. I wasn't really too bothered. It seemed quite lovely outside, but now you mention it, it doesn't quite add up. This doesn't ring as one of the days that we would normally celebrate or give thanks to any of the merchant gods. Oh.
Should ask someone for clarification. Maybe there's a new deity that's ascended that no one's been told about yet.
Not another one. All right. Okay. Yes, perhaps.
Just on level, are we in agreement that I know you're a warlock, that not all gods are good gods,
Oh, yes. Yeah.
and
yeah.
that some are deserving of death?
Right, going straight there, are we? I'm not going to say no. Absolutely.
No, because
they
I'm
do
on the
wrong
road of
things and-
deicide, so I'll keep you in my pocket.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, yeah, just for clarification, Warlock Celestial he's an Empyrean and does tend to be all fire and brimstone kind. So you're probably in the right ballpark, to be honest. If you've got a good argument, he will very much enjoy the idea of bringing holy righteousness to anybody doing wrong. So.
Excellent. We will destroy the god of stories. Yes, Tyron.
Are you happy with your god or patron?
Yes, no, he's great. Callum,
Do
you
you
are
want
amazing.
I mean, if you want a new one.
Don't say that too loudly around him. He's an interesting chap, but to be honest, he has done me right. So we have a few disagreements, of course, naturally. I don't think I've come across many warlocks that don't. But he's helped me out. But I appreciate the offer. I'm presuming you're offering, or do you have somebody that you are offering for?
Depends on what you're looking for.
I'm surprised that you've not been able to find anybody yet. You kept going on about trying to find yourselves a patron when we were queuing for the rides at Alton Towers.
I'm just going to throw this out here now, going by what you're saying. If you are a god, you do have to tell us. Those are the rules.
I can absolutely say I am not a god.
Okay, good.
Here, at the table.
Just make sure. Okay.
Also, clarifying from the warlock's perspective, patrons are never gods. We don't go beholden to them. We're not clerics. It's only the people, like in my case, like the saints or the angels. It's not the gods themselves.
I made my mother into a god.
Wow.
Because it would be fun and she's good at it.
Interesting. Yeah.
You notice that Rendira comes up again, holding the vase of Conyberry white. Refills, anyone? Anyone?
Oh, we were just talking and I'd gotten so distracted I forgot to keep drinking. This is delightful, by the way. Wondrous wine.
Best wine in Conyberry.
I finished mine. Can I have some more?
Oh, of course.
Also more mayonnaise, because I used that up as well.
Wait, what did you use that on?
The wine. And the table salt. And there was something on the leftovers on the table, and I used that as well.
Well, I rolled a natural 1 to see if she was offended. I don't think she clocked. So yeah, she refills Faerûn's wine. Her back is turned and she goes and gets another pot of mayonnaise and doesn't quite know because you didn't order any food. So she's like, oh, okay. Anyone else?
My dear, sorry. Yes, Tine, go on. You go.
No more for me. Although it is lovely. I'm actually more of a champagne girly myself. You got anything with bubbles?
No. I'm afraid it's ale or it's Conyberry white here. I'm afraid.
Oh, you're not much of a tavern.
Not much of a town.
That's fair. Do you have water? Like water?
Oh, I can provide water. I thought you were specifically wanting alcohol.
I was, and then I found out what you have. But I'll have water, please.
No, I don't think that offended her either. Yeah, she goes and fetches some water. There you go, freshly pumped this morning.
Thank you. One last thing, dear. Why is there a merchant adjacent festival today of all days?
We always have a festival today. It's Joaquin's Day. It's Flame Rule the Second. Every Flame Rule the Second.
Dawn, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the date? I'm just getting my head around fantasy dates.
Nope, it's Marpanoth the Third.
That's what I thought. Yep, cool. Okay.
I don't think that's the day it is, dear. I swear to God, if I've gone into another demi-plane, or if I'm having some sort of time-related hijinks again, I'm going to flip this table. I swear to all gods that I both are neutral towards and that I hate. All of them.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to serve some other patrons, but if you're looking for answers, you might want to head out shortly. And she kind of goes to fill up. There seems to be a rather drunk person, seems to be wearing kind of very worn, weathered adventuring gear, goes and just tops up. He's actually drinking out of a tankard, but tops it up to the brim with Conyberry White.
Theo still has wine in the glass. Do you?
Yeah.
I take it, I down it, and I just sink down on the table like, why does this always happen to me?
I'm confused as to what her thinking a small town is. There's 2 taverns and an inn here.
It's a small, like, it's a village, but like they have a lot of foot traffic because of where it's located. So.
Jakarta, I believe it's what's called a tourist trap.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Okay. Sorry. I'm used to big cities, big towns. I very rarely stop in the smaller places, so this is new for me.
There you go. Yep.
I said I'd flip the table. I'm going to flip the table. I begin drunkenly trying to flip the table.
Oh, do you want some help, Chippy? Chippy starts helping.
I have very low strength.
I mean, you can flip a table, like maybe not Tine, but with Karen's help, you could certainly flip a table. A few people kind of look over, but you notice as you look around that the tavern seems to have kind of emptied out a bit. A few people who still had drinks seem to have kind of head outside, and they all seem to be just kind of stood in that kind of central area, just not quite in the market, but in front of the pub, all of them facing towards the pub.
All right, I consider my interest piqued. She said we might want to go outside to get answers. I guess we go.
If this is some sort of a, like Tine said, some sort of a planar thing or a time thing. I've done planar stuff before, but I didn't know time stuff was a thing. But maybe we go poke the bear?
Just going to say, for those of you who this is your first rodeo, which for me it is not, be on the lookout for modrons. And either everything you do counts and is finite, or nothing you do matters until we're out of the bubble. Those are the 2 scenarios.
Okay, good. Great. Lovely.
So
They're on the lookout for gods as well. They might be here just with their fingers stuck all in your business trying to poke at you.
I hate gods.
Thank you.
Some are nice. Some of them try very, very hard.
I've met one that was really tricksy, and then I keep getting told that I serve another one when I don't, so I'd rather just avoid them altogether if I can.
Do you want to serve a new god? I can offer you a new god.
I'd rather serve none, thank you very much. I'm not looking for gods, I'm not looking for patrons, I'm not looking for kings or queens or emperors or anything like that to serve. I am... just want to live my life.
You'll serve me, right, by carrying my bags, as we agreed?
I mean, we have a contract, yes, but
You do.
I don't look to you as some sort of royal leading person whose every order I must follow and give you loyalty and all that sort of stuff. I see you as somebody who's going to pay me money to do a job. So.
Oh, money. Oh, I thought we were friends, but
Well, I say money.
I can give you money if that's
Well, no, you said you'd give me a copy of the book, so one of the books. So
Yes.
I'm more than still willing to do it for a copy of the book. My dad sent me the last copy and said that he was looking forward to reading your next one. Obviously, he's not going to get the chance to, but I'm looking forward to reading it myself.
I just thought since you were being nice to me, I clearly got the wrong impression. That's on me. That's on me. We'll sort out the details. I'm fine.
She's not fine.
I'm fine.
Josh would roll an insight check to see if Tina is being serious or not. But I think Jakarth is that socially awkward when it comes to that sort of thing. He's just like,
Give it to you now. Tina is being serious.
Yeah.
As this awkward conversation happens and you move outside, you notice that the light is dwindling. It seems to be sunset, and the sun is setting in the direction that everybody seems to be facing. But also, as you kind of turn and everyone's just kind of stood there. Some people seem tense, anxious. Other people There's just a serene look on their faces. Some of them with their eyes closed, just waiting almost. You look at the horizon and the kind of the mountain ranges that you can see off in this direction. And then almost out of nowhere, as the last light fades, a black cloud rapidly roils over the mountain. It engulfs the forest in that direction. Quickly, the cavern is consumed as well. It rolls over you all and everything goes black. Your peaceful slumber is interrupted by a sudden jolt. A deep rut in the road lurches at the coach, stirring you awake. As your senses adjust, you hear the melodic trill of morning birdsong mingling with the rustling of wind through thick woodland, and beyond it, the bustling sounds of daily life, chatter, clicking tools, the distant ringing of a bell. A moment later, the curtains at the front of the coach part and Gavindar's grizzled yet cheery face appears. Okay, campers, rise and shine. We've made it to Conyberry, just in time for some sort of festival. Looks like we picked the right day to arrive. With a wink and a chuckle, he vanishes back to the front, and above you, the steady thud of boots on wood signals that he and his assistant are already unloading your luggage from the roof rack. As you step out into the warm midday sun, the town of Conyberry is yours to explore.
Okay, fuckers, we're in a time loop. Everyone gets a freebie. I'm going to burn it all down.
Yay! I was going to find the DM. It's
Okay.
word for word the same again. Are you okay?
Does anybody else have a headache? Can anybody
is
else still
fun.
taste that wine?
So it wasn't dreaming, and this is not wait, did we just do that? What's happened?
As I said, this is your freebie. I'm going to burn this town to the ground.
Before we do the
But
As wings flies away.
oh dear God. Okay, fine.
Breathing
I've got
fire
so many
starts
de-
burning things.
Genuinely
This-
going around
sorry.
burning things.
Yeah, I'm doing fireball. I'm doing all the things.
Okay. Are you killing townsfolk?
I'm telling them to get out of my way. If they don't, that's their problem.
Okay. Cool. Everybody roll initiative.
oh no.
Oh,
I was going to ask Theo if you wanted to go play golf off of the pier.
I was going to.
I wanted to get that Stargate reference in.
We'll go do that. She can burn. There we go.
Oh my
I'm
god.
not, I'm not with her.
Right. Did anyone get over a 20?
Wait, okay.
Did anyone get between a 19 and a 19 and 20? I'm going to go down by 2 increments. 15 and 20. Talia, what did you get?
19.
Evie, what did you get?
17.
17. Okay. Anyone get between a 10 and a 15? Is that Theo? Nope, lower than that. Between a 5 and a 10? Go on.
Yes. I got a 7.
Okay.
I have a +5 to my initiative. I rolled a natural 1 for 6.
You have just reminded me of something.
You
Okay.
just reminded me of something. You take psychic damage every time you roll a natural 1.
Can I jump in right now as you're doing this and say that I don't have to have, but I have mage armor as one of my invocations, so I can cast it at will whenever. But we have just woken. I never said it the first time around because I was on the impression I would have it, but also we just woken up, so maybe I don't have it. I'm putting this towards you, benevolent DM. Do I have it? Do I not?
I think any spellcaster worth their salt, or indeed sugar, or any other preservative, would certainly be casting mage armor at any, almost instinctively at this point. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Perfect.
Yeah. No. All good. All good.
Thank you.
So, right. Well, top of the round. It's not in fact Karen. Someone rolled a lot higher than you. A figure that you hadn't clocked before. Actually, what is everybody's passive perception?
11.
12.
11, 12,
18.
18,
22.
22. Yes. Oh, cool. So yeah, so Theo and Tino, you wouldn't. You were quite focused on kind of getting to the bookseller and taking in a lot of the stalls rather than the kind of townsfolk. Jakarth and Faerun, however, no, very little passes their notice. You did see someone as you were kind of going through the town, just outside the you assume blacksmiths or someone in that sort of trade, a building that said "Kill me softly" on the sign. There was someone just kind of laying bricks, and that person seems to have approached as soon as Tine started to show signs that she was displeased. So this person is wearing a kind of flannel shirt, buckskin trousers. They have pale skin, but you notice that they have kind of occasional dark patches of vitiligo. Imposes himself between Tine and the market stalls, and it says, "Wait. You're new here, so I think that maybe let's talk about this first. We've had it before. It doesn't solve anything."
It doesn't solve anything, but it helps me vent my rage so that I can then solve something, because I'm pretty mad this is happening again.
No, but it hurts. It still hurts everyone. They still remember the pain.
I'm not hurting people, I'm hurting buildings.
Yeah, but there's people in the buildings right now. They don't move
They
that
can get
fast. Well, you gave them like 5 seconds, Princess.
I'll give them more seconds.
Right.
How do you know she's a princess?
Yeah, where did that come from?
What?
Yesterday?
Oh, no.
I'm assuming DM.
Nope. I didn't see. I said Tine. Of course I did.
No, you said princess and you meant it. Now you're going to tell us right now what you're on about.
And with that in mind, how do you know that their name is Tine?
I'm quite famous.
Yes, you're very famous, dear, but that's not the point. He clocked you out of nowhere.
My question still stands.
Okay, yes, I am intrigued. Answer the question.
Do you mind if we maybe go into that building there? Points to "Kill me softly."
Want to burn something fast. Something.
I have something, and I just pull out a case of books.
No. Oh, you're on my shit list now. Now I know we're not friends.
We all 195 books are back, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean,
really...
I thought if it's a time loop thing that they would just come back. So I thought, take your frustration out on...
The emotional damage, Shakaf. God, I was a fool to think that we were besties.
So, ex-princess Tino, do you want, if we're going into a place with pottery, do you want to go and set the pottery on fire, and it will also make it hard, but you will get to burn it?
Hang on, I'll get my radio out. Just 1 second. Is there an outhouse?
I think outside the back of the tavern there would have been an outhouse, yes.
I knock
You
on the
can burn
door
the shit
politely.
into it.
I make sure there's no one in there. And then I burn it. Blue flames!
Mhm.
Yep. And then I will calmly walk to "Kill me softly."
Cool. Everyone's out of initiative, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Before we go into "Kill Me Softly," Theo doesn't trust this, whoever this is that's walked up, and can I please double check that he is on the level?
You may insight check.
Thank you.
Alternatively, if you prefer, I'd allow Arcana.
I mean...
Arcana's back in Neverwinter.
Well, I've already rolled insight. And whilst my Arcana is better, how's a 26 insight do you?
26 insight does pretty well. You glean with that that roll. Was that a natural 20 or just
That was a natural 20, yeah.
Well, natural 20 deserves extra rewarding, I feel. Even if the rules say no, I say yay. So the first thing that you glean from that roll is that the person seems to know Princess Tine Vandermeer because they are personally acquainted. They've met before. There was a kind of recognition in the eyes that you get from people who, like people who've just met don't have that kind of level of like comfort around each other, especially having spent a day with Tine. You feel like maybe. Sorry, Evie. Maybe not that many people get that close. The second thing I will say, because it is also a natural 20, you realize that this person appears to be under a glamour. That is to say that they are currently casting the spell Disguise Self.
Okay. Yep, that's fine. I'm not going to say anything else. I'm just going to follow them into whichever building we're going into.
As you go into the to Kill Me Softly, you notice that it is occupied. There is already somebody in here. Appears to be a gnome. Appear to be gender fluid. They are short with wild curly red hair, wearing an apron covered in soot, with their kind of goggles perched on their forehead. It is just kind of working away at a weapon. And as this person comes in, is it Holy Whisker? It's me. What is it? What is it? I said I don't want to be bothered with all of this nonsense. Newcomers out. You're not normally. Just all right. You know what? I'm not here. And carries on with the sword.
As they begin, I would like to use one of my meta magics to do subtle spell, so there is no semantic or verbal components, and I'll cast Dispel Magic on the glamour.
Okay. As you do that, you watch as this kind of magic dissipates, and they're kind of rocked back. The glamour of the flannel shirt, buckskin trousers, washes away, and stood in front of you is a person wearing simple ranger's clothing, mostly in kind of greens and browns, almost as if it's more for kind of camouflage. A quiver, a bow and arrows on their back. Also, there are pig folk.
What's their name, Sean? I cannot remember it.
Aofa Cobb.
Aofa! My Lois, what are you doing wearing a glamour? Give old P-Day a hug.
All right, are you sure?
I'm sure. Someone
royalty.
said they were my friend, and then it turned out they weren't my friend, so I'm really happy to see you, and I haven't been able to find Zelady in years.
Oh dear. All right, well, yeah, come, yeah, there. It's all right. And I'm in
another time anomaly. This is like the fourth time this has happened to me.
Yeah, I know. I've been here for a while, actually. There.
Do you like my book? Am I a good writer?
I've been working on my reading, but I'm still not quite there.
Oh.
I'm sure it's wonderful.
We can find someone to dictate it to you when we're out of the... Sorry, you caught me unawares. I didn't expect to see you here. Why are you here? And how are you? And why is time funky?
Right. I'm here to hide away from time nonsense, and it's not working. I'm okay. I've been keeping myself busy. I've been building a wall outside for 3 months. every day I have to start from scratch, but it's all right. I know what I'm doing now, so getting better every day. And I've forgotten your last question. I'm sorry.
Why is time funky?
Oh, no idea.
You haven't looked into it?
Well, no. I figured it was them evitables.
Possibly, but we know that there's something that we can do about that. We did it last time.
Yeah, but I mean, also, I kind of thought that if I found another kind of time thing, maybe I could find a way, to go backwards. But I seem to just be stuck on the same day forever and ever instead.
Oh, sweetheart, I know you want to go back. Look, we need to find a way out of this loop because I've got things to do, quite frankly. But I could have a look into time travel. I'm a very powerful sorcerer now, I'm sure someone out there has the powers to do this. Just this isn't the answer.
No, probably not. But see, all right, I'll let you. So basically, we wake up same time we always normally would wake up, and then go about your day. Some people go about the same day. Some people choose to try to shake it up, see if it changes anything. So far it doesn't seem to have. And every day we get killed by that cloud, and then we wake up.
No, I forgot to introduce you. These are my friends Theo and Karen, and also Jakarth is here.
Theo, Karen, Jakarth. I don't know any of you. I'm sorry.
It's quite all right, and now we know that you'll speak. Tina, and why were you hiding under a glamour?
Oh, was you the one that I was just about to drop that?
Well, you seemed shady. I didn't know what was going on. I don't know you. Like you said, we've never met. So
well, I figured, if the evitables didn't catch me, then they didn't see what I was looking like, then it would all be good.
Fair enough. I don't fully know what it is you're talking about, but I'm all for fighting it and getting out of this situation. So,
right.
Additionally, the inevitables, they come up every 3 months or so, and they're very weak. They barely even bother me anymore on the outside.
See, this probably explains it. I've only been back for about 3 months, so yeah, never mind.
Right. Josh.
Yes.
I am going to give you a very quick freebie. When Rendira said that the day was actually Flame Rule II, Jakar's probably been kind of mulling it over, didn't twig anything until you saw the black cloud. Flame Rule II was Kalemvor's day. It was the day that the Dread Ring in Neverwinter should have gone off. But what that quite means is going to have to wait until after the break. So I will leave you with pondering what that could mean. But it is time for us to take our break, which, as those of you who have seen my streams before, you will know that I like to set a little puzzle for the break. Today is no different. So what I've been doing for the kind of Dread Ring related adjacent, like Seeds of Defiance, Soul Survivors, etc., is a 9-letter word. If you manage to get, our players manage to get the full 9-letter word, you get a D10 inspiration, and then it kind of steps down from there if you get some smaller words, but not the 9-letter word. Either the 9-letter word I had in mind, or if you manage to find another one, I mean, brilliant, doesn't have to be my word. So the letters for your anagram are CIMNNOTUU. and I'm going to try and remember my sign language as well while I'm doing this. Let's have a practice. So that is C I M N N O T T U U. And we will get that after the break.
We are proud to be sponsored by Phoenix Dice. You can go to phoenixdice.com to get yourself some clickety-clack Rathrocks, including some limited edition Roll Together dice, which I have right here. And if you use the code Roll Together, all caps, at checkout, you can get yourself 25% off of your purchase. We are also proud to be supported by Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. If you type in exclamation point code into chat right now, you'll get yourself a code for a free Electrum chest, which you can use to get items to power up your heroes as you collect them and battle through waves of monsters for free on various different devices, including fridges and freezers and microwaves, if you have the smart kind. We are also proud to be supported by Homie&theDude. They are a TTRPG group that make various different supplement books, not just for D&D, but for all kinds of different types of TTRPGs. They've got The Wandering Tavern and Scorched Basin, and if you want to check them out, you can follow the links in the chat or in the description below, and you can see if they have any other Kickstarters going on at this point. And if you're interested in buying any of their stuff, if you type in Roll Together, all caps at checkout, you can get 10% off of your purchase. Massive thank you to the D20 Club Dice Heads and other tiers on Patreon. They are fantastic. They are the best. You can join them from as little as one of your local currency per month, or one goat, which must be sent to Roll Together HQ because the kobolds need the goat, by following all of the links in chat or in the description below. Speaking of the description below, if you are watching us on YouTube, please do consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and commenting down below, because it helps the algorithm tell us what you like, so we know what to make more of for you.
Scorch Basin is savage and unforgiving. Hear me now. There is no honor in survival. When you get there, drive fast, have no mercy, and you must find the mysterious crystal. It will shape the future of the world as we know it. The enclosed basin is a stunning hellscape, bursting with 6 desert terrains and 12 key locations, ranging from an extravagantly corrupt fortress down to a humble warrior village. Within this tome, you will find a number of detailed battle maps to ensure you don't get lost like I once did. As you travel, the chaotic collisions of the 5 hostile tribes are simply unavoidable. The brutal Skara value strength, combat, and community above all else. Unruly riders live only for themselves through the insane speeds of their bashers. The nomadic unsettled wield a strange but powerful magic used to bring natural balance. Isolated, the Kai dynasty redefines corrupt grandeur. Their technologies and social innovation is beyond all the others. Sightless, the Doflok expand their underground citadel, singing out beautiful melodies as they scurry through the darkness. I have crafted extensive dossiers on each of their vibrant cultures, dynamic languages, scrumptious foods, and gripping plot hooks. Use my notes on 21 key NPCs as guidance as to who might aid you and who will end you. When you encounter danger, and you will encounter danger, flee for your life using one of 10 Junker vehicles. Or, if you're feeling brave, risk saddling a wild creature roaming the sands. The Scorched Basin can be an entire campaign setting or simply dropped into your current world. I've collected epic expansions from some of your favorite creators to push your adrenaline-fueled adventures to the brink. Go, my child. Explore the setting, find the crystal. And one last thing. I unearthed my true self within that hauntingly beautiful wasteland. I hope you do too. Back the Scorched Basin now.
Welcome back. So before we get started with the adventure, let's come to our players for the anagram. Did anyone? What did everyone get? What's everyone want to bid?
I think I got 9 letters. I think.
Impressive. 5.
Right. That was a.
I got distracted.
Also valid.
Yeah, is a valid thing to do. Countdown, not for everyone. It's a strict time limit, significantly longer than countdown. That said, for our viewers. So, Evie, what was your 5?
Eunuch.
Eunuch. Yes.
Mm.
Nick.
Mount. Mount.
Nice. Josh, what was the 9-letter word that you got?
9-letter word that I've got, but I'm now questioning. But It is a very underrated sci-fi show, Continuum.
Continuum is the right word that I had. Anyway. Please answers in chat if you have any other 9-letter words, but great. So, Josh, that is a D10, and D5s will be would normally be a D4, but you know what? I'm feeling generous. I'm going to give you D6s. And Talia, I know that you were so close because you even said to me like in the break that you wanted an E to get continue. So I'm gonna give you a D4 for.
Yay! That's better
being-
than the other words that I'm coming up with right now, which is 4 letters, and I should not say on stream.
Oh, that one.
Unless you're Australian
Even if you're
Or Scottish.
or Scottish.
Yeah. Someone didn't check for naughties in their anagram before they set it clearly. Right. So yeah, let's jump back in. So your peaceful slumber is interrupted by a sudden jolt. I'm only joking. So you have just been in the town of Conyberry. You've done some exploration around. You've tasted the renowned, but possibly not for the right reasons, Conyberry white wine. However, upon exploring this town and talking to people, you have weirdly been covered in this black mist that roiled around from the west, and then found yourselves back in the caravan approaching the town, and you find yourselves enraged, understandably so, and before Tine could lay waste to the entire town, someone who seemed to know you approached and de-escalated the situation. Outhouses were destroyed, however. You followed this person to the weaponsmith's workshop, where Theo dispelled the glamour that was covering Aoife Cobb, one of the frozen heroes of time, and one of Tine's longest friends. Certainly, if you count the 2,000-year gap in which they were frozen in time, but even if not, one of your closer compatriots. So yes, Jakarth, you remembered that the date that the Tavern Keep said it was, Joaquin's holy day, was actually Flame Rule the 2nd. So, which you remember being actually also Kalemvor's day. And also the day that the Dread Ring was supposed to go off.
So, if memory serves me correctly, people of this village believe it is this particular date. Is that correct? And I'm gesturing to our new friend who's with us.
To Aoife?
Yeah.
I believe so. To be honest, sometimes I don't follow what the dates are, even when there isn't time nonsense going on.
Strikes me as odd because that date is also Kelemvor's day, which is a day that I was in Neverwinter when this big Dread Ring thing was due to go off, and myself and my companions and some other adventurers around the Sword Coast helped with sorting that out.
Not
Right.
me. Just a note, I wasn't invited.
Oh. I mean, if it's any consolation, I wasn't invited either.
I don't know if any of my party in Neverwinter know either of you. I mean, I knew of Tine from notes from my father, but I didn't invite people. I went through contacts to invite people, so.
Well, that makes it okay, I guess.
Yes, it does actually, because I wasn't
no.
directly involved. So I take
I was
no
being
responsibility.
sarcastic. It doesn't make it okay. Anyway, Aoife, it's so good to see you, buddy. Oh, this is a terrible predicament.
I was
Sorry,
invited. Okay.
You had your hand up.
Oh, I would like the DM to know that I was invited by the gatekeepers because they were going and doing a watch mission, but I didn't want to go. But I'm not going to tell Tina that.
Everyone's invited but me. What's wrong with Tina?
Tina, I wasn't invited, dear.
I don't even know what you can do, my friend. Are you powerful? Are you level 1? Are you level 20? I don't know. I've never heard of you. I mean, you're lovely to hang out with, don't get me wrong.
Never
but...
heard of the bar cat. This is just outrageous.
But are you adventuring?
There's a wall over there that I've got to fix.
Hmm? Sorry?
Oh, look, there's a wall over there. There's lots of people looking at us from the other side of it. I better fix that.
No. No.
One way to exit a situation. Question for the DM, Sean. When the black cloud went over us, did we feel any pain?
Briefly. Yes, there was the briefest kind of feeling of something overwhelming, but almost as soon as it started, it was over.
And from the research that we'd done on the Dread Ring before, on the one that had actually gone off in Neverwinter Wood, was there any sort of indication that a cloud appeared within that ring?
Now, here's where my memory is going to have to be tested. Hera was there, so you had a witness account of the smaller ring in Neverwinter. The cloud then was more of a kind of purple, whereas this one was definitely a kind of very deep black. I mean, maybe there were kind of purple undertones, but that kind of hue was. Other than that, the devastation that was kind of roiling towards you, I would say with Jakarth's kind of massive, high, like passive perception, it's got massive passive perception. Anyway, you would have seen kind of as the cloud roiled towards, and you could just see wisps through. The forest was withered completely. The trees shriveled up as this cloud passed over it. So you would have witnessed this devastation kind of firsthand, and it matches very closely to what Hera would have described to you.
There's a very real chance that there's an obelisk or a monolith, depending on your depiction of either around here, that's on a smaller scale that may have connected with some sort of magical essence and caused the time loop. I don't know how I know that, but yeah, one of my friends from Neverwinter is into planar travel and maybe time travel a little bit. I don't know. They taught me how to jump through portals. They're one of my best friends.
You have such cool friends. Good for you.
I do. They can suck people up into their gun and shoot them great distances. It's rather fun, actually.
And I can disintegrate them, so,
You two should meet sometime.
Things.
You two should meet sometime. I reckon you'd get on like a house on fire.
Yeah, maybe they'd be my friend.
Someone has to be.
Nosebleeds all around.
I hate you so much.
My sense of humour is really not coming across very well. I should just shut up, really, shouldn't I?
Yes.
Really not. He used to be a puppy. He was much more fun and really nice and fun, and he'd do what I tell him to do and give him snacks. This version's not so much fun. It's true. I mean, you're very nice, and I'm glad that you're your own person, but you aren't. I miss Puppy.
I mean, Puppy wasn't me. Puppy's in Neverwinter currently.
But Puppy was Puppy. And then you were also at Puppy.
It's very confusing. I'm going to go... I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave you all to it, and I'm going to go and reassess my personality and go... And I'll just walk out the door, trip over the wall on the way, sort of, and just carry on walking.
Excellent. Now the dead weight has left the party. Aofa, we need to figure this out.
Right. I mean, if you wouldn't mind not referring to me by that name, I mean, you're all right here because Hollywisk knows I accidentally didn't quite get my glamour up one night, and they saw me, but Apart from that, nobody knows who I am. So I just, I'm trying to keep up the facade. My name is please call me Keith. Short for Keithigal Optimus Rattlenewt.
Okay, Keith, can I ask why would it be so bad for people to know who you are?
Well, if in case anybody ran into any inevitables, then they might let slip something, and I don't want them knowing that a pig folk's in here.
To be fair, I don't think the inevitables take tips. I think they just hone in on vibes.
Right.
Yes, Karen.
Karen is now in their summer court outfit because it feels like everyone's just supposed to be changing outfits. But what's inevitable?
Lots of things. Death, taxes.
No,
Death's not inevitable. What's an inevitable?
Like metal things with one eye, or sometimes more eyes, and they're bigger. They look like little balls, and they say incorrect a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Even
Very
if
annoying.
Even if you think that you was correct and you don't know what you've done wrong.
That sounds very mean.
They were very
We should have words with them. Do you want me to talk to them and tell them off? I'm very good at telling things off.
I mean, you can try, but their realm is... They think they're logical, but it's logical to an absolute fault and then some. I don't think the power of friendship will overcome it.
Oh, it doesn't have to be friendship when Karen smiles and their teeth are just a little too sharp. They haven't met me yet.
Oh, that's fun. Oh, there's more to you than meets the eye. Interesting.
Eva turns to Theo and is it alright if I just get the disguise back up just in case?
Oh yes, no, of course. Sorry. Yes, by all means, do as you need. I will not dispel your glamour again. No worries.
And yeah, this spell resumes, and standing before you is a generic NPC builder. While this has been going on, Jakarth removed himself from the situation. Where has Jakarth gone?
Jakarth's made his way to the cart that we came in on, and is going to grab all of Tina's books and is going to drag them down to the bookseller and stops at the bookseller. Do you remember me?
This isn't your first time in town, is it?
No.
Yes, I do.
Good. You purchased some books from Tina before?
I did.
I know this is a completely pointless task because time's just going to reset itself again, but here are the books for you to purchase again.
Oh.
You can pull that face as much as you want. Once the time loop's sorted, you're going to be sitting on a killing. So,
I mean, so she says. But have you read it?
I haven't had a chance to read it yet. No,
I did yesterday.
You managed to get through the entire book in a day. What is with people and reading books really quickly?
I mean, I sell books. It's kind of my thing. I tell you what, I'll buy 50.
Plus
a thank you.
We need to keep the time stream the same, so you need to buy the same amount of books each time.
We've tried that. I've tried selling the same books. I've tried changing the prices. We've been at this for months, some of us.
Do you know anywhere where I can buy a bag of holding? Do you have a bag of holding?
The satchel on their side, they start kind of pulling books out, and there's more books in it than are reasonably possible to hold in this one satchel. If you let me only buy 100 books, you can have this.
And will you get this back every time the time loop resets, or do I get to keep it because it's on my person?
No, I get it back, but we can have an arrangement.
Shake on it now. And there's none of this contractual, we're in a different time loop, this is a different timeline nonsense. Every single time I will come and purchase this book, this bag off of you and give you 100 of teenage books for you to sell.
To be honest, haggling gets really boring after the 5th time of trying to sell the same book. So, yeah, no, you've got an accord.
Good. Right. Next question I have for you is, how many times have you been through this loop?
Not quite 2 months. I arrived thinking that I was going to be approaching for a different market, but that I turn up and it's about a month prior.
In the time that you've been here, have you done any sort of investigation into what might be causing it, or have you been out to the direction where the cloud comes from?
I've tried to take notes. I've been trying to write down my experience. I've tried not setting up my stall and going around and asking questions. Every day, my notebook, completely clean.
Right,
Gets
so
kind of boring.
that's fair. Okay, well, I think that's all the questions I have for you. I'm going to go rent a boat.
Tell you what, though, if there's 2 people that I would say that possibly warrant a bit more exploration, there's a bard. Tends to set up in either of the taverns, depending on what tickles their fancy. Older elf. Maybe talk to them.
Do they have a name?
They do have a name. Checks notes.
But hang on, you just said that your notebook is always empty every time that it resets, so how are you checking your notes?
No, I wrote that one down this morning. The name's Bingo Florosa.
Bingo, right. I will say the entire time I've been putting teenage books into this bag of holding.
Yeah, the 95 you're keeping, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you should be able to find them. They're usually there singing tales about the town.
So they're either in the Wolf and Whistle or the Shepherd's Bush, whatever one it was called.
The shepherd's new clothes.
That's the one.
Yeah, either or. I mean, this one's right there. Might as well try that one. I couldn't tell you. They change up their routine.
Okay. Well, I will see you on the next time loop, I suppose.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah. I'll wander off. But I'm actually going to go to the docks to get a boat.
Okay. So instead of going to the tavern that you're nearest to, you're going to walk closer to the other tavern. Well, I think that's probably about time that we return to the other team. So Aoife has just put the glamour back on and exits the weaponsmiths. What would yours like to do?
Tried just leaving.
Well, I mean,
Who are you speaking to? Because
Whoever is here.
Yes. So, Hollywisk Throne Sitter is still here. They are a gender fluid gnome, youngish for a gnome, but they look to be kind of in their early hundreds. And yeah, dressed kind of as you would expect a blacksmith with the wild red curly hair and the sooty apron and goggles.
Anybody tried just, like leaving?
No, you can't leave. You try to leave and, well, they just wind up back here.
Define leave. How far have you gotten?
I haven't gone anywhere. I just bloody stay here and try to keep out of everybody.
Okay, bad example.
Once I cottoned on to what was going on, I sent my apprentice out to man the stall instead of me.
Right. Oh, so you have a stall out in the market then, yes?
Oh yeah, chaos. Walking day. Good time to make money. Normally.
Right.
Okay, so before Deadweight left us, mentioned something about an obelisk. Do we think maybe we go to the center of this time anomaly, see if it's centralized there as like a first point of interest? Any
what is the
ideas
center?
from, time hopping Antler Man and and publisher McGee?
Not publisher, just a merchant.
Oh,
Usually very
Merchant
well
McGee.
known, but they're not. Yeah, nobody ever seems to know who I am. It's very confusing. But where's the center? This is the first question. If you want to go for center, I mean, yes, Karen. Any ideas where the center is?
The center is the bit in the middle.
Correct.
How are we to find this one middle of this anomaly, dear?
I
I am a deer. I am a deer.
Oh, you are. That's very sweet. Okay, this one's not going to be any help for the brain.
Chippy's going to start squeaking. Okay, and it just goes. So you have to go into the middle there, and then just go. Like probably the one with the most like town hub. Can you hear me? Can you hear me right now?
Yes.
I'm assuming that was a big squirrel.
Okay, honestly. So, like, you have to go into the middle place where. That was Chippy. No, I'm joking. Don't ask Karen things. Karen doesn't often know what's going on in reality. You have to find the place where there's like the central hub. So wherever it's going to be either like the most central point or like the biggest community area is where we'd call it the center of a town. You also might be wanting to go underneath as well as above. Sorry, you were saying.
Well, underneath is a good idea. It could be in the center of town. The market is quite the hub. But either way, we're going to probably have to ask people. So I think we're going to have to go out and find your dead weight that you lost.
You can find the dead weight. I'm going to mingle with the commoners, see if they've got any insight.
All right. Well, do you know what? We'll do both at the same time. I'd like to open up my pocket and get Richard out again. Be like, Richard, come on. You remember Jakarth? You know Jakarth? Go and find Jakarth, please. And let me know how you do. I'll send my familiar off to go and find Jakarth.
Bye, Richard.
Okay. What would the three of you do while Richard is flying? Tina's gone to talk to people.
Is there a forest nearby?
The whole place is kind of, apart from the little lake, the whole thing is kind of surrounded by forest.
Fantastic. I would like to go into a forest-ish area just so I can be in my favorite terrain.
Okay.
I had a look at the map. Is that a well I spy?
There is a well, yes, behind the...
I'd like to go to the well.
To go to the well? Okay.
Well.
I'll try one of the other buildings, so I'll make my way across to the tried and tested and see what's happening in there and ask people in there.
Okay. Right. I tell you what, I'm going to, seeing as they didn't amount to much, I'm going to come to you in your original initiative orders from before. So, Karen, you head off into the woods. How deep into the woods do you go?
Not far. I just want to be enough in the woods that I can say I am very firmly in the woods, so that if I start extending out my awareness for interesting, strange things, it's 6 miles rather than 1 mile.
I understand. I think probably you would get the impression that either the north, there's kind of some woods just past what appears to be a cemetery near the Shrine of Wookeen, or in the kind of southeast corner of the map, just behind the Shepherd's New Clothes pub, there seems to be a decently wooded area.
I think north is what I want to do, because I want to do 2 things. So once I'm there, I want to go cast Primeval Awareness just to see if there is any senses of anything hunky-dory. And then,
Define anything.
Also, aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiend, or undead within 6 miles. Or their energies. I am discounting things that I am already aware of.
You get the sense, and you don't get names, do you? But you do get types. Am I right? Or is it?
So I get. Sorry, I have just moved away from.
If I tell you that there is a fae in the town, a fae creature in the town, do you get more than that? Do you get the type of fae?
No, but I would like to choose that if I can go with hello. I feel like I would know fae energies.
Okay. All right. Tell you what. Let's roll this survival check. Or nature.
Okay. Survival is slightly better. That is I can do math. 22.
22. With a 22, I will say that as you're kind of stood in the forest and letting the whisper of the trees, the wind as it kind of blows around, fill your senses, you get the sensation that it was quite strong. So you don't feel it's anyone in a building. You feel like it was from the kind of more or less the center of town. And as you kind of hone in, you think one of the market sellers, more towards the kind of western side, because it's very static. It's not someone wandering around.
Fantastic. The second thing, I'm going to go investigate that in a second, but I would like to see if I can find like a passing like animal, like a bird, or I mean, ideally it would be another kind of like someone with a squirrel or a bird or anything that's a little bit more like intelligent and situated, just so I can ask them if they've been experiencing the same thing.
You could certainly ask. You could ask a squirrel when one came along. I think a bird would probably come along a bit sooner, so it depends if you were wanting to wait for a squirrel.
I just prefer squirrels or deers, but any bird, anything that I see, I'm just going to go with good. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hi. How are
Hello.
you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm really good. I just got here to town today. It's nice to make new friends.
Oh, nice to meet you too. People don't normally talk to squirrels.
Oh, my first language is Sylvan.
Oh, my first language is squirrel.
I know. This is Chippy. He's also a squirrel. Hi.
Hi, Chippy.
Hi. I had a question.
Oh.
Is today for you, or was today yesterday?
Today's always today.
Well, today's always today, yes.
Tomorrow's always tomorrow, and yesterday's also... What?
Alright, so when the sun rises, does it all do exactly the same thing, or does things do different things?
Things always do the same thing, don't they? Every day.
No,
Although
because
someone has been
the
stealing
worms are
my
different.
nuts.
Stealing your nuts.
I've got some nuts that I've been storing for winter, but everything the last couple of days, every time I put some new acorns or seeds in there, they're not there anymore. But they don't touch the older ones, only the ones from that day.
Yeah. Do you have like any kits in your community?
Any what?
Like little ones. Kits, little ones.
Oh.
In the community. No?
Yeah, there's baby squirrels.
Yeah. How long have they been baby squirrels?
Longer than normal. I hadn't thought about it.
I think that's why all your nuts keep disappearing, in order to make sure that they keep staying healthy.
What, because the baby squirrels aren't growing up?
Well, I know there's a magic. I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't do magic. I'm a squirrel.
Oh no. Something's done. I mean, Chippy does magic and he's a squirrel.
Oh. Hi, Chippy.
Hi. It just disappears from one shoulder and goes onto the other shoulder.
Oh, a new friend.
Same friend.
Oh.
Okay. Do you know, could you, if I come back today, later today, like when the sun goes down, could you go and see and try and find out how many other animals in the woods their food stores are getting stolen, or their like kits are staying kits, or their elders are still here to give their venerable wise wisdom, and just how far and how many that goes.
Oh, okay. I'll ask. I'll ask around.
I have so many beans I can give you. At the end of the day, I give you one bean that is actually absolutely just a bean.
Oh, I see. Were you offering the magic beans?
I was offering them magic beans. Actually, I might just give them a magic bean. I give them one magic bean.
That is going to be interesting. Okay. Yeah. Well, they take the magic bean and they will go off and will try to fulfill that task as best they can.
That's fair enough. The more that you can come, if you can all gather without fighting each other at the end of the day, I'll give you all my beans.
Okay. So that happens. Tine, you are next on my list. So you wanted to investigate the well. You might be muted, or it might just have not picked up because it was a single word.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Yes, I am investigating the well.
Okay. Yes, there is a well. It is directly outside Kill Me Softly. So give me an investigation check. Yeah, I think I would allow for survival as well.
Survival's a bit better, but it's still a 7.
A 7. I don't think Tine's really spent a lot of time around wells.
No, not really.
So it just looks like a well. And you don't know if it just looks like a well because it is just a well, or if there's something special about this well and you just wouldn't know.
How deep does it look?
How deep is your well? Looks to be about 30 foot down. And there is a kind of structure kind of stopping rainwater from kind of getting into the well with like a little rope and a bucket and that sort of thing.
Kind of look around, just make sure, see if anyone's about before stepping up over the ledge of the well. And as I step into the well, I cast levitate on myself and slowly lower myself down.
Nice. Okay. Something I probably could have said at some point. At the beginning of the time loop, you got all of your spell slots back. Effectively, you can have a long rest every time I start that narration. So yes, you levitate down to this at the bottom of this well. This is where I wish I had more knowledge of how wells worked. I believe that it's just kind of. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I believe you kind of just dig down until you get a source of water, but you don't it's not necessarily a kind of massive cavernous thing that you're drawing from. So 30 foot down, there is the bottom of the well, and there is water, which, because you've cast levitate on yourself, you could, there would be kind of odd bits of detritus like around, so you wouldn't have to get wet. You could just kind of stand on those and you'd be kept in place without sinking. But you look down and you can see that the water seems quite deep.
Luckily, I don't need to breathe. So I'm gonna take the levitate off and dive in, see what I can find, because I've got to see how deep the time loop goes. Might be something down here.
I see. So you're going to swim until time tells you no.
Like, if there's something like Eldritch or Obelisky underneath the town, I might be able to access it through the bottom here. I'm trying to investigate just like the bottom of the town, basically, but also like if it will penetrate this far down.
You swim downwards. You don't feel anything particularly eldritch. You get to a point where the kind of rocks and wherever the water is coming from, wherever the spring has kind of come from, it's the further down you go, the more enclosed the space becomes, and it starts to get to the point where you wouldn't be able to progress. The rocks are too kind of fused together, and the water is just kind of seeping in from this spring from somewhere.
And nothing looks strange down here. It's just regular well.
As far as you can tell, all is well.
Well, I just wasted my 20 minutes of my time.
Sorry, it was a great thought.
I'm just going to sit down here for another 15 minutes and pout, and then I will come back up.
While Tine does that, Theo. So you weren't going to veer past the tavern. You were going to head to the fishery, correct?
The dried and tested.
Dried and tested. That was it. Not Soul Survivor.
Yeah.
As you get to dried and tested, and in fact, you notice that Time of Our Lives, Dried and Tested, and Soul Survivor, 3 kind of shops that are all in a row. They all seem to be closed, and there's a sign in the window that says "at the market," or like basically points out where they will be in the market.
Okay. I'll immediately turn and go and find their market stall then instead.
Cool. And specifically looking for the proprietor of Dried and Tested.
Yeah, when I noticed that they were all closed, are they all near to each other, or are they these market stalls? Is like the Dried and Tested and the Soul Survivor? Are they near each other, or are they all quite far apart?
I mean, they're near each other insofar as it is not a huge market. Like we're not talking kind of, the Camden market stalls. Like these are temporary stalls that have just been set up in the middle of town. They haven't been placed near each other, or not, almost as if like they just wanted to shake it up and give them different neighbours for a change.
That's fine.
But
yeah.
They're all walking distance to each other.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll go to Dried and Tested first then.
Okay, so you can see the signage for Dried and Tested. You can see that the proprietor is a female furbolg. It appears to be quite tall and willowy with bluish green skin, long silver hair woven in with like dried flowers. She wears a tattered but clean green cloak. And as you approach, the smell of herbs and soil is pervasive from her wares.
Amazing. Why, hello! Oh, those are amazing flowers you have in your hair. That's absolutely wonderful. What do you sell here? Herbs and flowers, and what do you want? What are you offering?
Hello, darling. Yes, I'm selling all manner of herbs and spices and dry. We've got some preserved animals if you would like them.
That sounds amazing. Well, I don't know what I need, actually. I might need a few separate things. But tell me, do you sell through any other businesses, or do you only sell for yourself?
No, darling. This is all my own wares. I pick my own ingredients, and I dry all of my own jerky. It's all natural and sourced locally.
Wonder jerky, you say? I think I know a few people who would love some of that. I'll definitely take some jerky from you. And in exchange for that, obviously, there will be coin, but I'm wondering if you could also help me out with a bit of information. Because it seems, well, how long have you been selling here for?
Oh, I've been living in town for years, darling.
Lovely.
Longer than a lady would admit.
Certainly, but I bet you haven't aged a day, have you?
This isn't your first time in town, is it, my dear?
No, it is not. What is going on, please?
I wish I could tell you, but Every day, my wares are replenished. I haven't had to go gathering for months now, and it's getting quite frustrating, darling, because I enjoy the drying and the finding and the scavenging, and I don't have to do it because my stocks are full for the festival, which we have to do every day. Every day.
Okay, now I didn't catch your name. What was your name, sorry?
I am Ephipocles.
Ephipocles. Wonderful name. All right. Let's change tack here. You haven't left the town. You haven't seen anything. Or you haven't had to go foraging for anything. Have you noticed anybody acting differently? As in, not. Obviously, it's different that you are having to repeat every single day. Does anybody seem quite okay with that? Or is anybody... Do you notice anybody acting out with the norm that you are experiencing of how bored it's becoming?
Let's see. It's been, I would say, 3 months since we had a tomorrow. But of the people that are always around town, you've got the local street performer who changes up the routine. There's we've got a town bard who does the former adventurer, town drunkard does dot between the pubs, because at this point the tavern keeps can't recall how many he's on. Most other people just keep doing the same thing. The weaponsmith did very quickly change routine, but has stayed in the smithy this whole time.
Yes, I've met them. All right, so a bard, the performer, and the drunkard. That's your 3 points of interest, yes?
And anyone who's new to the town, darling, they tend to be quite dismayed at first, and then they might settle into a routine, or they might try. Some people give up longer than others.
We won't be giving up, trust me. We'll get this sorted.
Lovely, darling.
All right, well, thank you. I'm going to go and find some others and see if we can do something about this. Oh, before I go, you've heard of me, right? The Barkans. Barkan, travelling troupe of mercantile merchants. You know us, yes?
You've been through Conyberry before, haven't you? Yourself or one of your brothers?
Yeah, yes, we have! We have! Thank you. You recognise, or you know the name?
I believe so.
Oh, I knew I liked you from the moment I was drawn to your shop, and this is why. I'm going to come back and speak to you tomorrow, probably.
Lovely, darling. Would you like some jerky?
Oh, yes. Sorry, I forgot we were going to do that. Jerky, please, yes.
You can pay me tomorrow.
Oh, thank you. I'll do.
She gives you some. It appears to be dried, just a flattened dried newt.
Right. Wonderful. It's not what I was expecting, but I love it. I'm going to hold on to it until I find Jakarth.
Speaking of Jakarth, Josh, what is Jakarth up to?
I have. Sorry, I need to get the town map back up. I should have done that. There we go. I am, not that it matters, because where I want to go isn't on the map. I want to hire a boat, and I would like to go to the floating island.
You were the one who wanted to go to the Soul Survivor, of course. Okay. Will this change anything if I say, so earth moats float above the ground?
Yep.
So when I say it's a floating island, the earth moat itself is a good 200 feet above, and then there's just a waterfall going down.
Is there a lower point to it? Like, is it like a flat bit of land, or has it got a point to it?
If you imagine, if you were to kind of just pluck a kind of I don't know, a clump of earth out of the ground, it's literally like that, but on a massive scale and magic and permanent. So the bottom of it is kind of like an iceberg, you know, like on top of it is actually like a small section, but then you've got a kind of larger bit underneath. But the lowest point of that is where the 200 foot is, and then
I would like to try and climb it.
It's 200 foot above the water.
While I'm on the boat, I'm going to tie a hook to one of my arrows.
Okay. And your range on your arrows is
600 foot.
Then I will describe no longer. Yes. I would say you find the same thing that Theo does, something like 10 minutes after you. That the sole survivor is closed. It says that they are at the market stall. But you go out back and you can see that there's a boat waiting there. And technically, it's not theft if they get it back tomorrow.
Good point. Yeah, so I'm just going to sort of... I mean, Moira taught me a little bit about sailing, so unfurl it, get in, push off, sail out towards the boat, and as I do, I'm going to look up it. Right, that's really high. This is going to hurt if it doesn't work. And then I'm going to misty step up, and then I will fire 2 arrows and teleport with them. So I teleport another 10 feet up, fire an arrow at the large rock, go up another 10 feet, fire an arrow down at the water, and then teleport again. So I go another. So basically, I've gone 60 feet up, and then I pull out the arrow with the hook on, and I just fire that up and try and get it to go as far. Like, I don't know if there's trees or anything up there, or even if it just sort of goes right over the island and over the other side, so I can get to the rock because I've got a really good climbing speed. So I'm going to climb up.
Yeah, as you you can do all of this. I will ask you for an attack roll. But I don't want to ask you for too many rolls. This will be just kind of because you can misty step for free. That's all good. It's really going to come down to how good your aim is.
I rolled an 18,
nice.
a 32.
32. I think a 32 is probably enough. From the shore, you did see that there were kind of trees and such, so you felt confident that there would be some sort of, something softer than rock to try and embed your arrow in. And yes, you can make your way onto the earth moat. You can see that there's the as you kind of climb up, the waterfall is not too far away from you, and you climb up onto this rock. You can see that the top of it is sloped. It seems to be kind of almost like it was a chunk of the top of the mountain, maybe, that had gotten torn off.
I'd like to look in the direction that the dark cloud came from to see what I can see in that direction.
Okay. Do you want to look passively, or do you want to make a roll?
I don't mind rolling. I can roll.
Give me one.
I will give you one. Oh, that is a 14 for a 26.
26, a bit better. So yeah, you look off to the west, but all you can see is clear skies. Clear skies, forest, mountains, exactly the view that you would expect to see looking off towards, I believe it's the Ice Spire Peaks, or possibly the Sword Mountains in that direction.
Okay, and from Hera, from what Hera had told me, the obelisk that she witnessed, did that protrude out of the trees, out of the tree line, when she dealt with it? Asking the really serious questions.
The original obelisks were 100 foot tall, and I think Fantasy Forest, probably the taller trees are approaching that. So she would have thought probably yes, but they were kind of in a bit of a clearing. There seemed to be a kind of clear space in it, forming a ring around where the ring was supposed to go off.
Okay, I'll give that a little, give that a good 5-10 minute scan of the horizon, sort of thing, where it came from, just to see where, if there is an obelisk. I'll also look to see if there's any sort of visible barrier or anything, like if there's any animals that fly into this distortion field, if that's what we're in, and either get rebuffed or freeze in time or something, or get like in a video game where something glitches and then carries on going because it's pushing through a barrier or something.
Okay, this is where I am finding my map of the Sword Coast. Always comes in handy. So off to the as you're scanning around from where you are, your vantage point at this point is mostly the west and a bit of the north. Other than that, the Earth moat itself is kind of in your way, so you'd have to kind of walk around the kind of mountainous peak. As you do so, though, you are looking at the so you're peering at the Sword Mountains off towards the west. You can see a bit of the Neverwinter Wood to the north, and as you kind of walk clockwise around the around this peak, your vision is kind of blurs a little bit, and you feel like you can see in the Neverwinter Wood a very large obelisk, but then you kind of blink and it goes away. And from where you are as well, it's quite close to Triboar. You see what you think looks like a statue of Laerul Silverhand. But only sometimes. Like sometimes it's just a little bit too far away and like your vision blurs a bit and you can't quite make up the shape. It's very strange.
Josh has things in his head that he thinks is happening, but Jakarth wouldn't know these things because Jakarth didn't witness what the other parties did. So, right, okay.
You would have had reports from the Harpers. Sorry, the secret organization that no one else knows that you're a part of.
Yes. Right, so that's where the statue was, where that team took that down. So I wonder if that's where the blasters... No, because it would have to be contained within this field. That doesn't make any sense. But I can see that the time is distorted. It seems to be trying to catch up with its... Right, I need to go tell the others this, and I'm just going to swing down.
I will additionally give you... you kind of triangulate based on the monoliths that you can just about see, and remembering the kind of maps that you'd read of where the original Dread Ring, not the original, sorry, the enlarged version Dread Ring was, and where the clouds are roiling from seems to be the center of where that would have been.
Yes, because from memory of the original map that you sent us of all of the Dread Rings, there were Dread Rings that weren't dealt with by any of the parties. So there's if memory serves, you didn't send...
They were undealt with obelisks. As far as we know, maybe other heroes were dealing with it off screen.
Yeah. Definitely not Tina, though. We know Tina definitely wasn't involved in any of them, even off screen. But
you will be hearing from my lawyers.
I will swing down so I can get back to the others.
Unfortunately, your lawyer is probably a paladin of justice that has gone off grid.
Mm.
You can swing back down. All right. Four-way split party. So I think it's going to be back to the top of the initiative. Talia, your bag of beans.
Yes.
How do you determine what bean you gave to a squirrel?
I roll for it and I see what happens.
Okay, please roll for it and see what happens.
Doesn't something really bad happen if somebody ingests one of the beans?
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
have
live in the
ingested it.
sarcophagus.
They're burying it right now, so it's just going to be buried. So
The squirrel would be adding it to their hoard, so it would count as being buried. Yes.
it is a 17, which means there is a treant now around. So now I need to roll to see if it's chaotic evil or chaotic good treant.
Okay.
Oh, it's an even, so it's a chaotic good treant just roaming around.
Okay.
So roll 14.
Your squirrel starts chirping at the tree that it had buried its nuts inside, because the tree seems to have woken up and started stretching. But the treant, upon hearing the plaintive pleas of the squirrel, starts to help and will go around the forest trying to talk to plants as well as some of the creatures.
Thank you.
You're welcome, very small, dear person.
My name is Kaywin.
Hey,
That's what they call me. Yeah.
it's a very strange name, but then you are very small.
I am today.
What else would Karen like to do, given that task
Karen
did not go
wants-
horrifically wrong?
It didn't, but Kaywin has so many more beans.
Yeah.
Kaywin would like to go find the Fae in the market.
Okie dokie. You go to the market. You've identified kind of which end of the market it is, and you feel like it's either going to be checks notes. You narrow it down. You notice that there is a furbolg who is staffing a stall called Dried and Tested. There is a dwarven man who seems to be tinkering with watches, pocket watches, and timepieces. And then there is an elven woman who is seems to just be knitting, and she running a stall called Crochet Chic.
Yes. I just want to have a look at them, and are any of them exhibiting any kind of specific, like, behaviors or specific court behaviors?
Give me another, I would say survival, because ranger, and it's one of your ranger feats.
Yes. Okay.
Features, not feats.
That is it. Oh, that's not so good. That's 17.
17. With a 17, you look towards the dwarven man, and quickly kind of narrow that person out. They don't appear to be magical in any nature, but the other two do seem to both have a bit of a magical like presence, which you can feel. You also probably at this point see Theo talking to the go over and talk to the Furbolg. And even though we're dealing with timey-wimey shit, we're not going to be messing with that right now.
Fair enough. Okay, DM, I think I'm going to go to the third one then. Option, can I have door number 3, please?
Door number, it's a goat.
Oh, hi!
So yeah, you approach this moon elven woman. Even by elven standards, she looks old. She's quite wrinkled appearance, but still very elegant. Her silver hair, their silver hair, they're non-binary. Their silver hair is braided with tiny charms. They have pale blue piercing eyes, and are wearing clothes that appear to be finely embroidered. And looking at the various items that they are selling, you can see that everything has kind of hand-stitched designs on them. And yeah, they're knitting away.
Hi.
Hello, my dear. Can I interest you in some knitted items?
Can Chippy have a vest? And he just appears in my hand. I'd like to give him a vest.
A vest for a familiar. That is a wonderful idea. I haven't made one of those. I suppose I could knit one for you. A vest that
Today?
small. A vest that small will not take long. I tell
Okay.
you what, I'll crochet it.
Fine, are you good at crochet?
I'm the best, my dear.
How long?
How long? How long is a
Does it
piece of
take you
yarn?
It depends on how long you cut the piece of yarn.
Indeed it does. I will get it done for you in 3 hours.
Oh,
Oh, don't be so sad. My yarn is special.
why is it special?
Oh, it's just charming, isn't it? Just charming. She reaches down into her bag and gets out a crochet hook and some wool. The wool appears to be what kind of color? She kind of gets out a couple of yarns and skeins. Might as well use the knowledge while I have it. A couple of skeins of wool, and will allow you to kind of pick the colors that you want.
I mean, the green really goes against his red fur. He's a red squirrel. Or maybe the orange, but the ice blue is very nice.
All good choice.
Do you think you'd go for like a winter theme or a summer theme, or what kind of theme do you think would fit him best? What theme would you recommend?
I mean, we're talking about a very small vest. I could always make it reversible.
Oh, versatile. What theme would you wear if you were a squirrel?
My dear, I can't say that in my 300 years that's something that I've put a lot of thought into.
I like to switch.
Sorry, what did you call me?
I like to switch.
Fair enough.
I mean, I'm
And yes, they start to use this yarn and begin crocheting this item. They seem to be kind of making it up on the fly, not using any kind of pattern, but just seeing the kind of the squirrel, just instinctively working out what they might need to do to create this item.
So, what does the charm do?
I'm sorry, my dear.
Well, once I got charmed by some fairies, and then they made me full of bees, and then I just carried a colony of bees inside of me. I was a robot at the time, but I carried bees in me, and it was like very uncomfortable, and I don't want to make Chippy full of bees.
I see. Oh, experienced in these matters, are you?
You could say so.
I see. Well, you don't need to worry about anything like that, my dear. I think that you will find that the items I make are very durable.
That's very charming.
Indeed.
What did you say your name was again?
Oh, Hope. Hope Pentastreet.
How long's it been Hope?
She merely taps her nose and carries on with the crocheting, but does not answer.
Oh, I thought we could bond.
Are you saying that out loud to her? There's plenty of time for that, dear.
I know. How long have you been stuck here?
Oh. As long as the rest. I've been living
Surprising.
for a very long time.
Don't say that. You're still young.
Oh, I am, but it's still a very long time. Tell you what, would you like to join me? Have you crocheted?
No, I've croaked, but I've never crocheted.
Well, she goes through a bag and gets another needle out and
passes it to you, and she will start instructing you with some kind of scrap bits of wool on some various weaves. My knowledge has run out. Yeah, various kind of stitches that you can do, and kind of talking you through, all the while still just making this vest, which, yeah.
So, like, why don't you just leave? Or are you, like, stuck?
Well, if you leave, you reach a certain point, and it goes dark, and you start again. Back where you began.
That sounds not fun.
Oh, it's especially not fun if one goes in pairs and one person goes first.
That happened to you?
No. My familiar.
Oh.
Don't worry, they're back. But let's just say, don't send anyone scouting off ahead.
Okie-dokie. I turn to Chippy. I promise I won't do that. Chippy hates it when I die.
I see. A very interesting individual. Yeah, and we'll kind of, while they are making the vest, we'll kind of carry on this conversation. But it's one of those kind of ellipsis conversations where nothing too much is kind of revealed in the remaining conversation. So I think we'll go back to Tine. You're currently at the bottom of a well.
I'll begrudgingly leave the well, knowing this is now a dead end, but I am very hydrated.
Extremely hydrated, yes.
I kind of come out and I prestidigitate myself clean. I even like zhuzh the fun buns and like give a curl to the hair while I'm at it. It takes like another 30 seconds, but it's worth it. And then I've got 2 ideas. Hopefully they won't take too long. The first is I'd like to go and find the coachman.
Gavindar Hairbeard.
Yes. The very same.
Yes, you can do that. Gavindar, you would be aware, was aiming for the inn where they were, Gavindar and their assistant were booked in. Because even though they kind of obviously do the switching, their job is a lot more intense than the people traveling in the cart. So it's quite a few days of intense traveling without any stopping. So yeah, Gavindar and Smungo, you would find them at the checks notes, the Innumerable Lambs.
Oh, I had that trying to beeline from them directly.
Okay. I mean, in fact, I think the Innumerable Lambs is literally next door to Kill Me Softly and the well. So you just kind of wander around, and yeah, Gavindar is there. They seem to be sat at a table, a mite confused.
I sidle down next to them. So.
So Princess Tine Vandermeer. How can
Vandermeer,
we help
please.
You? Sorry?
It's Vandermeer.
Vandermeer.
There you go. Sort of. So you seem... How long have you been here now?
Well, apparently 2 days, but we arrived this morning, same as we did yesterday.
Okay, so you are new to the loop as well.
Well, yes, we travelled up from Waterdeep with you.
That is true. Had you heard anything from the town before?
There'd been new
Coming in
news
here?
from town.
Hadn't heard anything.
No. We didn't even have to arrange our rooms. It was a standing arrangement that said we'd come by every few months or so, but strangest thing, they weren't expecting us when we arrived. Said that it was flame rule.
Well, yes, they seem to be caught in a loop from that very day. And now we are also caught in said loop. So, thank you for bringing us into this. Also, now you're going to be in a loop of being extremely tired.
Yeah, we found that this morning. It was very difficult to be cheery the first time. To be honest with you, I thought that it was I thought that I must have dreamed arriving the first time.
Yes, well, unfortunately, something like this is... Well, not something like this. Something not dissimilar has happened to me before. I could smell it.
Right.
The way people are acting.
Well, you'll forgive me if I'm not quite so cheery tomorrow when it happens.
No, of course not. And I was not so cheery this morning when I, flew out and started bursting flames everywhere. But we're looking for a way out, so we will take you with us. Well, obviously, we'll get the whole town out. I'm not just going to go through myself. But I just wanted to make sure that you weren't some, fey travelers who were luring people into a time loop. So you'll forgive me if I was just checking to make sure everything was right.
I would expect nothing less from the famous Sir Princess Tina Vandermeer.
Oh, you do have wonderful manners. I do commend you on them, sir.
It's all part of the service, even if I do have to keep doing it every day now.
Yeah, well, since we're doing it every day, please just call me Tina. It's fine.
I shall attempt to remember to do that. Tina.
Excellent. I will buy you a terrible beverage and leave you to it.
Oh, you'll be glad to know they don't serve either of the wines here.
Oh, excellent. What are you having?
Well, we've just had dinner, but or lunch, or I've lost track.
Mm.
We've just eaten, so we were just going to have ourselves a couple of ales.
Go get you a couple of ales and leave you to it. One final thing. Have you noticed anything different about this town than when you previously visited it at all? Other than the loop, of course.
To be honest, it's always been a sleepy town. They have markets every so often, but usually they last a couple of days, then they're done. But I've been speaking to some people who've been telling us that it's been going on for 3 months now.
Yes, like anything particularly different, new rock formations, an individual that doesn't seem like they belong with the normal vibe. I don't know, runes carved in a tree, anything like that?
Can't say I've seen any runes. I don't think I've noticed any new mountains or anything like that. There was a fella that I didn't recognize that was building a wall.
Oh, I've already checked him out. He's above board.
Right. Apart from that, it's just people coming and going. Well, mostly coming at this point.
Well, I'll get you your ales. Have a good meal that you will probably repeat for the next few days.
I'll be working my way down the menu and I'll let you know what it's like.
Please do. I go get them their ales, order them for them. I don't do table service. But I do that and then I go outside and I kind of look around and I'm just thinking, I trust Aether with my life, but if he was looking for a time loop, I might need to investigate his wall. First, though, I'm just going to try something, and I'm going to sprout my wings, and I'm going to fly as high up as I can.
As high up as you can.
As high up as I can.
What speed are you going? Like, what's your fly speed?
What is my flight speed? Good question. It is not limited use. 1 second, folks. Just scrolling. Meaning flying speed equal to your current speed. So 30 feet. But like dashing, I suppose?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Please, could you just roll me a dexterity save?
13.
13.
Mm.
You're kind of going too fast. As you fly up, there comes a point where you suddenly become aware of this intense pain, and then everything goes dark. And Tine is on the next loop. But we'll come to that when everyone gets there. Next up in my list is Theo.
Wow. Try and ignore that tidbit of interesting information. Yeah, I have left the... Although, actually, I've probably... would I have noticed Kareen going past me?
Karen?
Karen, sorry. Going to the nearest stall.
I think you wouldn't have, because Karen is sneaky wildlife ranger, and you have a passive of, what, 11?
Yeah, I was busy deep in conversation.
But also, I don't think that they're particularly hiding, and they've been having a conversation with a market stall owner at this point for about the same amount of time. So you would turn around and see that Karen has settled in with a looks to be a moon elf person.
Interesting. I will go over to them then and change my tack instead of going looking for Jakarth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you kind of come in at the point that Karen finished off, because weird timey-wimey, but not quite that weird timey-wimey.
Yeah. You are here now. Lovely to meet you. And who is this? And I don't know if it's Sylvan or Elvish, but I will say in Elvish, hello, very nice to meet you.
In Elvish?
Yes.
The person says back to you in Elvish, a very good day to you.
Pleasure. What is... you are crocheting. What's happening here?
Well, I've been commissioned to make a nice little vest for our squirrel friend.
Right. Lovely. Chippy will look fantastic. Fantastic.
Of course I will. I look fantastic in everything.
True. Very true. How silly.
So Hope chitters and says to Skippy, you look very dapper. Very dapper indeed.
So dear. At least for today.
Well, I'm not... Karen, I've heard of a few people that might be worth looking into. Have you seen the others at all?
So none of you would have seen where Jakarth went, because Jakarth left before you. I think, in the name of weird timey-wimey bullshit, you probably do see Tine sauntering or storming out of the innumerable lambs. Sauntering. You notice Tine and watch as she spreads her draconic wings and launches into the air. And are you watching this happen?
If you see that, I'll go, oh, there she is. And yep, off she goes. Oh, I wonder what she's doing. I'll watch the whole thing.
Hope, well, you can call her Hope, call them Hope, says very specifically not to do that.
Please could you both roll me wisdom saves?
What do you mean?
Ooh, fun.
What's that, sorry?
Nat 20.
20, nice.
That is a 23, 16 plus 7.
Okay. Neither of you are horrified or scarred beyond belief as you watch the person that you had been traveling with die. I will
Evie spare you the details of the death, but it happens as one would imagine might happen if Dreadring, for example, were to go off.
How? Ooh.
That was not right. That's not good. That puts.
Is that what you were talking about, Hope?
That's something, yes. They don't normally do it above the town.
How do they normally do it?
But when people leave, they leave on the edges of town, and one will hear about it the next day or so.
In literally any direction.
We are trapped within some sort of dome. In the interests of time, I'm going to say that Jakarth is probably moored up and is in the vicinity if you wanted to join this conversation as well.
Yeah, there was something that I quickly wanted to do because I forgot to do it on the top of the thing. Was I pull out this metal contraption and I pull a little antenna out, sort of twiddle with it a little bit, and it's like a radar. A lot of the Fey Wanderer stuff or Horizon Walker stuff that I have, I've based around Arcana as a character, so a lot of the teleporting stuff is all done through technology. So I'm using my detect portal by having a radar out in my hand, and I'm like, just see as I'm getting off the boat, I'm just like seeing if there's any portals around.
You can have one of the Dark Watchers kind of within the device if you want.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, they're the little impy devil looking things, weren't they?
Little shadow stuff cuddly toys with pink eyes.
Sort of pops up and goes this way, that way, nothing.
You plant it, and it spins wildly to a point that at one point you think it's going to catch fire if you don't turn it off.
Nope. Can't have that destroyed. Quickly pick it up. Okay, so there's portals either all around, or we're in some sort of, what's the word Arcana used? Horizon. Event horizon. Which means we're in between two places. Gives me an idea. That's not good. I say as I'm like right next to Theo and Karen. I rolled a dirty 20 on my wisdom saving throw because I would have seen.
You would have also, yeah.
Would have also seen. And yeah, I now know what Rex went through.
Yeah, you know what happened to Rex, and as an observer, you know how Hera felt watching Rex. Yeah, you're all in the conversation. I'm sorry, Evie.
No, I brought this upon myself. I had the knowledge, but my character did not, and I made the choice. I expected a gory details, to be honest. So,
when
you
were
like
doing
some gory details,
I actually did, you know.
Okay. Those of you who watched Tine, and even Tine very briefly as you kind of breach the barrier, would watch as it's almost as if you experience centuries of time pelting you. Your skin kind of starts to shrivel up and tear as the ravages of age affect it far too quickly. And you kind of you feel the moisture leaving you as you dry up. You suddenly find yourself wishing you were at the bottom of a well, but you are turned into ash in mere seconds.
So it's an aging. It ages us to the point of death. God, we might be here for a hot minute for Karen and Jakarth then.
So yeah. You are at the market stall. I would say Theo and Karen can respond to what Jakarth has just told you.
Which part is not good? There's a lot of not good, and you just turned up and said it's not good. about many things, and we've just watched Tina. That.
I have a feeling that's what's going to happen to us when the cloud takes us over anyway, and then time resets. So I'm hoping we see Tina on the other side.
Right.
I'm really hoping that we see Tina on the other side.
Yeah.
But in terms of, I mean, it's a theory. I have no idea if it's correct, but I mean, Karen, you're also incredibly experienced with planar travel. Does this, does this feel like it's some sort of in-between place? Like if you were stepping between two different worlds? I can't get a read on a exact portal here.
GM, does it seem like that to me?
Who are you talking to?
Multiple portals to different worlds.
Or like a crossroad type thing, like you step into a room and then I'm trying to think of a good example. Like a Stargate. You're in, because I've done lots of Stargate references so far. Most of them have probably been in cuts that we've done, but like you're in the Event Horizon type thing.
Remind me what type of what flavor ranger Karen is.
Karen is a Fey ranger, but has experienced Fey Wilds, but it's experienced pretty much. So, also, but canonically, when Karen dies, quotation mark dies, just moves to a different reality, different portal, different thing. Karen doesn't die. So has experienced quite a few things in life. Also just switches for fun. And is now also working with the gate crashers, so now just does it for a job.
So one thing about the gate crashers, they tend to they work a lot more with other planes and other universes, more so than they deal with timey-wimey bullshit.
Yes.
So their side of things, the main thing you would know is that you're not moving in space. And even when Karen dies and comes back in a different place, you're coming back in the same place each time. Which is a strange feeling, kind of this kind of nostalgia feeling that's like deja vu, very much deja vu. But you don't get it that it's a different reality or a different. No.
Does it feel, and this is me thinking, more like a pocket? Like if you wanted to keep something safe, you might just kind of tuck it away in a corner where it wouldn't be as easily found.
What I'll give you, you feel like you're in the same place, but as if there are bits of somewhere else here that shouldn't be here.
So it's like all folded in. Like there was an outside and then there's an inside. And they're the same but also different. But then it's like there's another thing and it's just kind of like folded around the edges.
You're making it sound like a Swiss roll.
A little bit. Or like one of those like meringues? It feels like a meringue. Because like the outside's air, the inside's air, but there's a shell that is something slightly different. But there's also the shell is still mostly air.
So it's a meringue that keeps coming back. So it's a boomerang.
Your self-inspiration, Sean.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to use my inspiration die.
Do we want to see out this loop so we can see if we can meet back up with Tina?
I mean, I'm not looking forward to feeling what we've just watched, but
I think it's going to happen no matter what. I think it's going to take us a couple of tries before we can actually get through whatever this thing is.
Okay.
But I think the four of us together, working together, is going to be better than...
Yeah, no, I'm with you. That makes sense. That's definitely the best call. We should do that. That'll be lovely. Oh, and before we do you want some jerky? I bought some from over there, and I thought we'd share it.
Oh, thank you. I'll take some jerky. Thanks.
Just bite it off head first.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you wait out the time, you while away the time with hope, and Chippy is furnished with a lovely little vest that can be worn either on a kind of winter side or a summer side. And
I do just want to hold Hope's hands and go, and let my eyes just have the faintest hint of like winter coat, and then we just go, we're gonna fix it. I promise. I mean, mostly because it would be fun to do, but I promise.
I believe you. You notice that the light is starting to dim. It's fading into those kind of red hues of evening, and people start to cluster in the town square. Some people, still not used to it, attempt to run in the other direction. Others accepting, eyes closed, waiting for what is inevitably going to happen. And like clockwork, the black clouds roil in and over you.
Just as it goes over me, or just before it goes over me, as it's coming towards me, I sort of begin fiddling with the back of my cowl type thing that I've got around me. I don't have the hood up all the time, but I fiddle around with it, and it's got a little tag that I can pull on, and it extends out into a full sort of cloak. I do that, and then there's a little tassel that falls out of the front area that says "pull only in emergencies." So I put the hood up, and I pull that, and it pulls the cloak all up around me. Another thing that Arcana taught me, and as it pulls up around me, just before the thing hits me, I cast etherealness on myself and step into the ethereal plane to see if the ethereal plane is also affected by it, or if I can miss it.
Okay. So as the cloud roils over you, you notice that it has penetrated the ethereal as well, and Jakarth is swept up in it as well, even in an ethereal state.
Yeah, it's good information.
You will feel the sudden jolt shaking you awake as the deep rut in the road lurches the coach. And as your senses adjust, you count the number of people in the coach. And there are 4 of you. Tine is with you again. And then as you kind of look around and survey yourselves, you notice that Chippy is wearing a dapper little vest. But that is all we've got time for tonight. So thank you everyone for sticking around for the chaos of tonight's adventure. Though something tells me that this story isn't quite done repeating itself yet. If you enjoyed tonight, we play D&D every Monday from 6 p.m. UK time. All of our shows are streamed at twitch.tv/rolltogetherrpg, and you can find all of our content archived at youtube.com/rolltogetherrpg. A massive thank you to our D20 Club and Dice Heads on Patreon. They are fantastic and the best, and you can join them for as little as one of your local currency per month by following the links in chat or in the description below. Without their support, we wouldn't be able to make the content that we do, so thank you so much to them. We love you lots and lots. And a big thank you again to all of our sponsors and our supporters. And don't forget, we're all over the socials as Roll Together RPG. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.